You didn't quit. You're really like against all odds. You're doing something that no one in the family's done, that none of your friends have done.
I'm just gonna say the thing you're not supposed to say.
Whatever is mine is looking for me.
You have to know what road to take to get to your final destination.
Everything that you ever wanted is on the other side of fear.
Hello, happy fake new year. Let me see. Happy fake new year. It feels so weird to go live because it's been a minute. This live is highly requested. Honestly, I was hoping this live or this interview with Cam and Natalie would just blow over, but it didn't. And it was hyped up. The girls hyped it up so much, had me all excited, y'all. I had my bonnet on, I had my snacks because we're juicing Sunday. So I'm like, let me get my snacking out the way. And I'm thinking like, oh, I'm about to watch Cam get humbled. I wasted 2 hours and 30 minutes of my life. And then y'all wanted me to react to it. And I was like, I feel like I already wasted 2 hours and 30 minutes. But it is bringing on a necessary conversation. It is. So I was like, you know what? There's purpose in this. So we're going to make this live intentional because we have a lot to discuss. The girls were hyping this up and it's kind of embarrassing because it's almost like they didn't get the inside joke. It's almost like someone gets you drunk on purpose because they want you to be the entertainer. They want you to be the entertainment. They're not laughing with you. They're not drinking with you. They are influencing you in a way to where you will get drunk and you will act a fool because it benefits them to see you that way. And that's what I watched. But the most embarrassing part of it all was Natalie Nunn is 41 years old. She's 41. And what a lot of women missed when it came to Cam, and you all know, I don't really care for Cam like that. I don't. But I saw two people sit down and interview each other that are two sides of the same coin. So don't think that this live is me like on the side of Cam. No, that's not what this is. This is me calling a spade. And a lot of women feel like it always has to be this or that, us versus them, or the men versus the women. And sometimes it just comes down to principle, right versus wrong. What is just not cute at a certain age and what's appropriate at a certain age and just what's not. Like, that's where we are with this. So it's the reason why I want to talk about it. Referring to yourself as a baddie at 41 years old, that's not cute. It's not. Especially when it comes down to basically providing for a dusty. Because that's what a lot of the girls miss. I was like, how did that go over your head? She basically said, the reason why I'm a baddie is because I can do what I want because I pay for the man that I have at home. She provides for the dusty. Let's look at the dusty that she provides for. This is the dusty that this is what y'all hyping up? This is it? This you? And you know what? I don't think it's my followers. I know it's not y'all. This is what y'all hyping up? That's embarrassing. And then we need to also talk about this. And I think a lot went over women's heads, but I need to get this off my chest because this really bothered me. Y'all know I'm a Olandria stan. Like, Olandria through and through I love that girl. But if you watch this interview towards the end, she was like, oh, the white boy Nick. Yeah, he's with the black girl. Huh? 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 What you mean with the black girl? You mean with Olandria? Everyone knows who Olandria is. Don't play with me. Everyone knows who Olandria is. Everyone knows. And if you understand the history of Natalie Nunn when it comes to black women, you know what? Let me show you. Let me show you. Let me show you. Because some of y'all done forgot. I'm a millennial. I remember. Some of you, either you were too young or you done forgot.
Too black. Her nose looks like a too black. Her nose looks like a gorilla nose. I'm Puerto Rican, Brazilian, and black. I grew up around like white kids, and so dark-skinned girls never seem to like.
And every time. Ooh, let's get into this. Let's get into dark-skinned women seem to never what?
Grew up around like white kids, and so dark-skinned girls never seem to like.
No, she has.
I frankly believe she loves embarrassing black women.
She has an issue with dark-skinned black women. Because and let me explain to you why. Let's really get into this. This is what's sad about black women right now. The black women that was hyping this up, this is embarrassing on all fronts. First of all, her history when it comes to never liking you. The fact that she exploits black women on her show, Baddies. Her family's off limits. Her private life is off limits, but she can turn around and exploit the next woman, a black woman's family, private life. But her private life is off limits. Let's really talk about it. So, if you did not know, just because you're light skinned, it does not mean you will automatically get the preference treatment from black men. Okay? We have, and listen, this is not me being shady. Y'all know I don't like to talk about women and their looks because I truly believe that all women are beautiful. I believe that. It's not just based off of just the physical. I feel like there's more that you offer than just the physical that can make you a beautiful person, okay? It may be very small, it may very, because when I'm talking about Natalie, there's not that many things, it's not that many things that you can really say is beautiful about her as a person, like as a whole, as a woman. You get what I'm saying? It's very hard. But I do believe that there is beauty in every woman out there, right? But when we speak on sociology, when we talk about the experiences, the level of entitlement that some light-skinned women have, they feel entitled to the preference treatment. And when they don't get that because of their features or their hair texture, because sometimes when you're born light-skinned, you may have a wider nose, you may have thicker hair, and sometimes you don't make the cut when it comes to being the preference and receiving the preference treatment. So what do? You take it out on black women because they may get the treatment that you feel or they feel, light-skinned women feel entitled to, because the world tells them that they are entitled to that level of treatment, and a black woman is not, especially a dark-skinned black woman. Oh no, she's not entitled to that type of treatment. So when she was on the podcast and she said, oh yeah, that black girl, that shit pissed me off. And that went over a lot of your heads because she feels like how Olandria gets treated, she shouldn't receive that type of treatment because she's a dark-skinned black woman. I should receive that type of treatment, but I can't receive that type of treatment because I'm just light-skinned and I don't meet the standards and the requirements to receive that preference treatment. Why? We could talk about her chin. We could talk about her nose, right? We can get into it. And this is what black women are hyping up. And I'm just like, why are we hyping up this colorist? Why are we hyping up this narcissistic, and this is my opinion, this narcissistic mean girl? Why are we doing that? That never liked black women, but is exploiting black women on her show so that she can sit in her mansion where baddies is not allowed, where baddies are not allowed, where she can provide for her dusty ass man that she can't get to provide for her, and so that she can raise her daughter to have the complete opposite lifestyle in which she promotes on her show. But we're praising this? Okay. So this is what I mean, because I'm going to give you some examples of what I mean. Just because you're light skinned doesn't automatically mean you're going to receive the preference treatment. So we can get into Hazel E. Let me see. Let's get into Hazel E. She's another one. All right. Thank you for the compliments, everyone. That is so sweet. She's one of them. She has gotten so much work done. And then listen, I'm gonna be so real with you, because when we think of the preference, right, we think of the colorist, hateful, self-hateful black man. What could give you a pass is a natural fat ass. That's it. That's it. You may get a pass if you have a natural fat ass. So what did Hazel E go and do? She tried to get a BBL. Okay? She tried to get a BBL and it still did not work. She was another one. She had that man, her baby daddy, living up in her house, and she was taking care of him. I can't make it up. I'm just here to provide the facts. So she tried. It didn't work. As you can see. We saw her with blue face. All right. Now, Glorilla. She's another one. Before the plastic surgery, before Glorilla got in the gym and got thick, she didn't take the surgery route at first. She got thicker. That still wasn't enough to receive the preference treatment, which a lot of you, and listen, social media is the one that brought this to my attention. Actually, it was not on my radar. But it seems like Glorilla and Megan Thee Stallion got a little beef. And I feel like that beef is Megan has the sex appeal that Glorilla wants. And Glorilla may feel entitled to it because she is light-skinned and she didn't get that treatment when she entered into the industry. Okay? So now that she has gotten a little thicker, she got her nose done. All right? Now she has what Megan has. She is trying to embody that natural sex appeal that Megan Thee Stallion has. So she is another one. But it seems to be working for Glorilla. Like, I'm not a hater. It seems to be working for her though. As far as like, she didn't overdo the procedures. Like Hazel E, she didn't overdo it. It was done just right. For now, I hope she doesn't go back and get anything done, but for now, it's working for her. Like, can we be real about it? Okay. So it's working for her. I'll give it to her. It's working for her. Now, when we go back to, do I have any more examples? Okay, so this is what Glorilla looked like before. Just so y'all can remember what her original face looked like. All right. And then, okay, you saw Hazel E. All right. So the reason why I'm bringing this to your attention is because I've been seeing a lot of comments from black women who feel like this was some type of one-up for Cam. Or, no, not one-up for Cam, but one-up for Natalie and the preferences and for black women, because they felt like she humbled him. And I didn't really see that. And a lot of women were using the excuse because she's a preference. And I'm like, I'm sorry, but Natalie she's light-skinned, but I wouldn't categorize her as a preference. If she truly was, she wouldn't be taking care of that man. So using this as a gotcha moment to one-up Cam, and you feel like the collective of self-hating black men, it landed flat. Very, very flat, because he's not attracted to her at all. At all. So thank you. That is so sweet. So a lot of women are like trying to use this, and I'm like, I'm sorry, but this is no shade, but Natalie doesn't have sex appeal. She doesn't have, not naturally. She doesn't have it. She does not have it, which is why she carries herself the way that she does. Which was why I felt like Dr. Cheyenne Bryant, which I'm not the biggest fan of her, but I feel like Dr. Cheyenne Bryant humbled Cam, and that's the only woman that's really truly been able to do it. And it's because she did use her sex appeal. She did use her sensuality to get his attention, to hold his attention, and to call out his contradictions. But she did it very gracefully, very feminine-like. And that's really the only type of woman, no shade, but I feel like that's the only type of woman that's gonna get Cam's attention long enough to humble him in a real way. Okay? And it's because it's the type of man that he is. Like, it's not even, and you have to understand, because a lot of women were like, well, it was, you know, she humbled him because this is a woman that he couldn't control. He wasn't trying to control her. He was just wanting her to answer questions that she couldn't answer. He wasn't trying to control her. She was intimidated by the questions. She was intimidated by the iPad. Like, the iPad was so intimidating for her because if she were to answer those questions truthfully, she would look like a huge contradiction. And it's the reason why she was so intimidated by his iPad. Now, when it came to the both of them, like trying to have like that gotcha moment, I felt like it was a truce. Meaning, she got one off, he got one off, she got one off, he got one off. It was a truce, in my opinion. And you saw and this is my opinion, you saw the male toxic masculine manipulator, and you saw the female toxic femininity woman. This is what you saw. Go at it. And it was a truce. I felt like if anything was humbling, it was the internet. If you are saying Cam was humbled, it was because of the internet. It was because of you and the way you reacted. It was not because of Natalie. Natalie made herself look like a fool in so many different ways. And part of the reason is she exposed the fact that she provides for that man. She exposed the fact that she is a contradiction. The entertaining side of her business is not something that she's truly proud of, because it was the reason why she didn't answer the questions. If she was proud, and if she truly was a baddie because she does what she wants and she doesn't give a fuck, she would have answered those questions no problem, because she don't give a fuck, right? But she cares. She actually cares. And then, you know what was also crazy too? The most embarrassing part was she was talking shit on the baddies. And I'm like, how did people miss that? But we gonna get into it. She was talking shit on the baddies. She doesn't even respect the baddies. She doesn't. She respects you in a way of my money on time, my money in my hand. That's it. If you're not useful to her, she don't give a fuck. She only respects you just enough where her money is in her hand on time. If her money is not in her hand, she don't give a fuck about you at all. That's it. And it's crazy because she also promoted throughout this interview that she like traffics these women on her show and she like exploits them. So are women telling me that you're cool with being trafficked as long as it's a woman doing it? It just can't be a man, but a woman can do it and you're okay with that. Is that what you're saying? I really want to know. But let's get back to Natalie being a colorist.
Too black. Her nose looks like a gorilla nose. I'm Puerto Rican, Brazilian, and black. I grew up around like white kids, and so dark skin girls never seem to like.
And every time y'all try to give Natalie Nunn praise, I'm on that with you every day. Want to remind y'all that she don't like y'all. Every single time I'm going to remind y'all that Miss Natalie Nunn was a raging racist, colorist, all of the above. And the only reason she had this show is because that's how she viewed black women. Talking about the dark-skinned girls never liked her. Girl, nobody cared about your long chin. Girl, nobody was thinking about you, I promise you.
One thing I learned last year, sorry. This is the new year. One thing I learned last year is that when light-skinned women, racially ambiguous women to white women, when they're intimidated when it comes to a dark-skinned black woman, they're colorist. Because they have to stoop low to feel superior, right? And they feel like, and it's an internal experience for them. It's something that they're struggling with, they're at war with within themselves because society lied to them, right? They were born into a system where light skin was put on a pedestal, but for whatever reason, the privilege, they didn't receive it because it could, like I said, it could be texturism or featureism, one of the two. So when they feel like they can't compete with a dark-skinned black woman, they hit below the belt like colorist remarks or racist remarks in order to feel superior to the black woman, the dark-skinned black woman that they are intimidated by. And that is who Natalie is. So Natalie, she can't use her light-skin privilege. She can't use pretty girl privilege to position herself high in society. So it's the reason why she's adapted this baddie's mindset that money is power and I want more money and I just need more money because that's the only way that she could really position herself. She feels the need to take on the role technically of a man in order to feel superior in society because she can't go with her looks. So that, I feel like it's bringing on confusion because there are a lot of women that are like, wait a minute, baddies pay bills. We pay bills? Like the men's bills? Or we can pay our bills. Are we paying the men's bills? Or, because I thought the baddies, if you were a baddie, like the bills get paid because the men are paying the bills. Like what happened? So there are a lot of women that are confused about Natalie too. Like, what do you mean we paying bills? But that's her experience as a baddie at 41 years old.
Nobody was jealous of you in that chin. I frankly believe she loved embarrassing black women, and even if that makes them money, she would do it. I'm not with it. Point blank period. She got it. I don't care that she ate up Cam Newton. She goofy and he goofy. But she not getting that from me. You not getting that. Watch baddies, don't watch baddies, but putting money in that lady's pocket, and she don't even like us, and she done built a whole platform on embarrassing black women. I see you, Nat. I see who you are, girl.
I do have a question. Why as black women do we consistently put money in people's pockets that don't actually like us? Why are we not more selective? Serious question. Why are we not more selective with who we support? Let me see. Now let's get into the interview. I would like for that question to get answered. Let me make sure you can hear. Let's test it out.
For me, I know I've been in reality television a long time, so people might not like all the things I do on TV, or they just might not be. They might think Natalie Nunn is this and they feel this way. I'm always okay with however people feel about me. But what I don't appreciate, and I will always stand 10 toes behind this, is just leave people's family and their kids and their, out of it. Like, you could have whatever opinion on me, or you could say whatever you want about me. I opened up those doors when I walked into the entertainment industry for people to have opinions, and I've never cared. But when people go online and say, yeah, and her husband and her family, like, now you're talking about my family.
And this is what I did not respect. And this is my thing. If you can walk in your truth and own who you are, good or bad, I will still have a level of respect for you. But I have no respect for Natalie at all. Because you sit up here and you say families are off limit, but then you exploit other people and their family? What makes you so special? You don't want to be exploited. You know what it's like to feel exploited from reality TV, because you were on reality TV at one point, several times. She's done, I don't know if it was marriage boot camp or something like that. So your family, your personal business, your private life is off limits, but you can exploit everyone else's? That's whack. And what a lot of people are like, well, women sign up for the show. They're in a vulnerable place. They feel like, this is what I got to do to make it. This is my chance. This is my opportunity. Like, how many times have we not seen young people that are easily impressionable? They're looking for a way out of survival. And this person comes in and gives them all of these promises about how I can put food on the table. I can put some money in your pocket. But the whole time they're being exploited. How can you get mad at men like P. Diddy, but then you turn around and you praise women like Natalie Nunn? You don't think in about, I say 10, 20 years, there's not going to be a documentary about her? And I really want to know this too. Has women's empowerment transitioned into just hating men? Like, as long as the goal and the outcome is to hate men or to one-up men, is that the only thing that's really holding us together as women collectively when it comes to women's empowerment? Because sometimes it feels that way. It does. As a content creator that makes women's empowerment content, like, sometimes it feels like, and I'm just speaking based off of my experience, that the only time like there's any type of unity, there's any type of togetherness, like we can be on the same accord, is when it has something to do with being against the men or the man. And it's sad because it blinds you in a way, right? Because I could have watched it from that lens of just being against Cam. But what I'm against is wrongdoing. I'm not just against men. Like, I'm against wrongdoing. So when I watched it, the mindset that I was in is, this is not how you treat people. This is not how you help young women. This is not it. So it wasn't just from the lens of, I can't stand Cam. I already know I don't like Cam. It's the reason why I don't watch him for real. But this episode, it was hyped up so much that I'm like, okay, let me go watch to see what y'all talking about. Because I like a woman being in her truth, being in her femininity, being in her confidence, and she's able to hold herself in front of a man that exhibits toxic masculinity. I'm always here for that. But that's just not what I got from this interview. Like, it's actually embarrassing. To the point where red pillars or whoever else, like conservatives, could like, they could use this as like, see, this is what we're talking about. See, this is why I have the rhetoric that I have when it comes to women. It's embarrassing. It just was not a good look at all. She exhibits the same characteristics of toxic masculinity, but because she doesn't have a penis, I guess it's okay. Like, we give her that pass. Is that what women's empowerment? Is that all that it is? Like, are we really blind to toxic feminine traits, or we just don't care? I really want to know. I really want to know, because now I'm confused and I'm like, well, what leg do I have to stand on as a content creator that makes women's empowerment content?
I will address that. So I was eating at True Foods or True Food Kitchen or whatever, and I was taking my team. It's the end of the year. Go buy them their Christmas gifts at Louis Vuitton. They get a Louis Vuitton bag every year for working with me all year. And we were walking out to go into Lenox to walk to the Louis store, and I saw the girl that was talking about my family. So I said, here's my phone, record this.
No.
Yeah, and I walked up on her.
Who got the opportunity to record it all?
You know my messy team.
Say less than
Yeah,
messy.
that's what they're supposed to do, get messy with me. So they're recording, and we're walking over, and she's sitting there with her mom, her family.
Wow.
So a lot of people are like, why would Natalie walk up on her when she's with her mom? Why would you even say anything online about my family?
So it was so fitting.
It was so fitting. It was like perfect. The only thing that wasn't perfect was the mom had the dog in the restaurant, and they were caught off guard, and she was chewing this chicken, and she spit it onto the plate while I'm addressing her daughter on camera, not knowing we're recording, and she fed the dog, spit up food on the plate at the True Foods. I will never eat there again, and I definitely went into my Yelp app, and I left a review. After I cussed her out and handled that. But it wasn't a fight. I don't go out looking to fight people. I just want to say, hey, I'm okay with whatever you say about me.
And another thing that irritated me throughout this interview, and it's what irritates me in this space of being a empowerment content creator, a women's empowerment content creator, is you can't hold women accountable. And it was so crazy because this is what went over a lot of women's heads too, is Natalie manipulated you in her interview. How? She played the victim. She deflected. Anytime Kim asked her those questions that involve reflection, accountability, ownership, responsibility, you know what she did? Oh, Kim, you're looking down on me. You're making me feel uncomfortable. You're a snob. You're a snob. And y'all ate that shit up. One thing that I've watched and learned through Kim's platform, he interviews all type of celebrities. You know how hard it is to get a celebrity to come to your podcast? It's very fucking hard. It's very hard because a lot of celebrities nowadays are afraid to really say anything, do anything because they may offend someone, or they don't want to be asked certain things. So they go into certain spaces that are more controlled for them or more casual for them, to where they feel comfortable, to where they feel like they can trust the person that is interviewing them. And one thing about Cam, the reason why he's able to get so many celebrities on his platform is because he doesn't press them in a way that an Oprah would do, a Barbara Walters would do. And if you are too young to know who that is, I'm sorry. She was everything. Who else? A Gayle King. He's not gonna press those questions to the point of, oh, like it makes you uncomfortable or it makes you look bad. Charlemagne the God would. You get what I'm saying? So he gets a lot of celebrities on his platform for that reason, because people actually feel comfortable in his space, on his platform. She wasn't the first baddie to go on his platform. I think he interviewed Sexy Red, if I'm not mistaken. Wendy Williams would have pressed her too. I know he had Krishan. Honestly, the interview that he did with Krishan was the best interview that he probably ever conducted. And it was because that was the best interview that Krishan has ever done. If you've watched other Krishan interviews, it's awful. Like, you can barely get a clear understanding of what she's trying to say. But for whatever reason, when she went on Cam's platform, like, she was very comfortable. She didn't feel judged. But another thing when it comes to Krishan is that she was willing to be accountable, though. She may not change, but she was willing to hear him out when it came to certain things about her putting her toxic relationship online. Like, she was willing to hear him out about that. But when it came to Natalie, and listen, if you feel like this is me defending Cam, you're childish. Like, honestly, like, you're really childish, because defending Cam would be me defending his behavior. He is a man that created a broken home. He's just as bad for the community as Natalie Nunn. They're equals. They are seriously what is wrong with the community. Seriously. They are the prime example of that. If you don't understand that, maybe this is your first time watching. Maybe you haven't watched all of my other Cam videos. But I've been on Cam's neck for like 2 years now. 2. Not one video, not just an episode, but like 2 fucking years. So to try to make it seem like to deflect when it comes to what the fuck I'm saying because her behavior was fucking trash, to use it as to try to deflect and say I'm defending Kim is bullshit. It's weak and it's just straight bullshit. Because I don't like Kim. You know that. Like, you know that. If you've been watching me for years, you know I can't stand Kim. At all. At all. But then again, I'm out here defending men sometimes too because women are doing stupid shit. Can we talk about women doing stupid shit to where some of us women are like, oh, I see what the fuck they're talking about. And it's embarrassing. It's embarrassing. It doesn't make us feel good. It doesn't. But some shit is just unacceptable. It's unacceptable. It's unacceptable. And I'm so glad that I can speak for myself because some of you are just not smart enough to speak for me. You're just not. You don't have the range. You don't know how to think for yourself. You only know how to regurgitate what another woman has told you. You don't know how to think for yourself. You only know how to think as far as things being sensationalized, hyped, trendy, and that's it. You don't know how to think beyond that. You don't know how to see the bigger picture. You don't understand how her platform is literally harming the brains of women to the point where I'm like, damn, we are cooked. We actually are cooked. I see what the men are fucking talking about. I'm like, damn, we are cooked because you're making it seem like this woman is smart. She's intelligent. I'm not understanding. I'm not getting it. I'm not getting it. I'm not getting it. And the reason why Cam couldn't approach this interview in the way that he has done other interviews is because this woman at 41 years old played the victim. She played the victim. She didn't just play in the producers' faces. She played in everyone's face.
But don't you ever in your fucking mouth, fix your mouth to talk about me, my family, anybody. Like, don't do that when it comes to like.
So just so we're all on the same page, we're talking about Lyrica Anderson.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And
the washed up reality star that is begging to come back on Baddies.
Okay.
And just because of that,
just the other people who really experienced that whole situation. Is there ever a right or wrong or a...
I was 100% right. And the mother needed to, the way she disrespected and said my family and that I'm not loyal to my family online is, I was so happy her mom was sitting there. So the other people like her mom?
No, I'm talking about just a random person that just decided to get a fresh salad.
Well, it wasn't so fresh because the mother was sitting there spitting on a plate and feeding the fucking dog. So fuck that restaurant, and whoever the fuck was in there should know that that restaurant is a dud. Don't go back there. Because that was the most disgusting part of the whole video. Yeah, a baddie's you're not gonna win this argument. What? Next question.
Okay, so while that...
Fuck her.
And then like another thing too that I don't respect when it comes to Natalie, reality TV back in the day, the girls would fight, but we would never actually see them like hit each other. There would always be like security that would come in and kind of break it up a little bit. And then like reality TV, you could drink a little bit, but there was always like a limit. And it just seems like when it comes to the Zeus network, there's no limit. It's the reason why a lot more younger women are like more aggressive, more violent now. Like it's actually starting to show up in teenage girls. There was an incident not that long ago where a mother, she got jumped with her 2 kids. There was another incident where a mother, was it a mother? Yeah, a grown woman got stabbed at a Chicago pool party. And people are recording it like baddies, like it's actually affecting us in a negative way, y'all. So no, like this has real consequences. There are real cause and effects when it comes to this. And Natalie knows that, which is why she's avoiding these answers.
Bump her.
Sorry, Cam.
These questions.
But I'm asking,
yes.
Is there ever a time when you say like, I should not have done that?
No, I'm a very reasonable person. I wouldn't be where I am in life if I was the first thing I said was, you can say whatever you want to say about me online. I never cared. People have been talking about me for 17 years, since Bad Girls Club, okay? I don't care. Don't talk about people's families. It's like simple. It's actually like your mama should have heard this anyways, because who the fuck raised you? Because my mom would never raise me to be like, oh, out here talking about people. I'm a very down-to-earth, reasonable person. I just wouldn't do that.
So you say something that's extremely...
Keep listening to Natalie and how she prompts herself up to be above and everyone else is beneath her, including her fans. And that's the part that really killed me, is female narcissism is when someone always separates themselves and puts themselves as superior to those that they hang around, and they have this, I'm looking down on you, but I'm keeping you around so that I can look down on you, so that I can feel better about myself. So she's always gonna reference herself in a way to where my mama didn't raise me like that. That's not what I allow in my house. My daughter, she can't even listen to baddies. She can't watch baddies. And it's crazy. I just don't understand how you don't see that as disrespectful. How you don't see it as a woman playing in your face. I just don't understand that shit. And it makes me question, who do you have in your life right now that you allowing to play in your face like that, where they really look down on you? They're not a friend to you. They don't see you as an equal. They see you as someone that makes them look better. You're the entertainer. They get you drunk. They video record you sloppy. They like that type of shit because you make them look better. And then they will say little slick shit like, well, yeah, my mama, she didn't raise me like that. But the whole time they egging you on to perform or to be in that energy and in that behavior. How you not see that as someone playing in your face?
Look, I appreciate it, but there's some...
You feel like a time and a place. Or what?
Listen,
you said,
Natalie,
yeah.
I'm not the person to tell you what you should or shouldn't do,
yeah.
But I'm asking you a question, and you say you don't care about that.
Right.
What do you care about?
My family. I do. That's what I work day in and day out for. So I do take big pride in being an amazing mother and, a wife, and I work really, really hard. So, and I know you know what hard work is, you know what I'm saying? So I played sports all the way up, Division I. I ran track. I played soccer. And I have a great work ethic. So I care about...
And she is grand doses narc. She's a grand dose narc. She likes to, she inflates and she fluffs her achievements, her success, so that she can feel above others at all times.
How hard I work, and then when people want to just be disrespectful in my workspace, or talk down on my family. That's a big thing for me. Family is big to me. I'm very big on family.
Yeah.
So I don't like that shit.
Can we go there first?
Yeah.
So with your family dynamic, all right, you are in a relationship that is public, whether you like it or not. These are things that I go through, as well, being a public figure.
Yeah.
What are things that you and your partner or your husband have spoke about that are acceptable or unacceptable?
So that's one reason why I've never had my own show. I love being a part of ensemble casts with people outside of my home, because I don't think that opening up your doors and publicly, yes, everybody knows Jacob and everybody knows my daughter Journey, and I have one sibling, my brother, so everybody knows Ronald and they know my mom and my dad. But I don't allow people to come into our house.
Oh my goodness. It's nothing wrong with her feeling this way about herself, but it's the way in which she treats others while feeling this way about herself. Okay? If she didn't treat others in the way that she did, then it wouldn't be a problem. But it's the way that she treats others, it's the way that she looks at others that is truly the problem.
So that's the question everybody wants to know.
Why's that?
I think because, they see I'm a baddie. So right away you think, okay, she's outside, she's always turned up, she's lit, she's fun. I now am performing on stage in these really revealing kind of fun outfits. But I think there's two things to be said here. I'm an entertainer. I'm a big part of the culture right now. My show is probably the most streamed reality show out right now. And I think people just kind of look at it what the fuck? And I don't post much about home. So people are always she's never home with her kids. She's always, because I film 90% of the year. But my daughter is homeschooled. Her teacher travels. Journey and Jacob actually are always not far. So I just don't post. Like I don't like. I keep that separate. Hollywood and home is like two fucking different worlds. So you're gonna get two different Natalies. You're just not gonna get that turned up baddie Natalie that everybody thinks is who I am every day.
So is it safe to say?
Why not? That's what I want to know. Why not? If it's something that you're proud of, if this is how you represent yourself to the public within your career, why are you not proud about that at home? What is the problem? That's what I'm not understanding. Because this is entertainment for you, but for other people, this is their real life. So why do you feel the need to separate that?
That Jacob gets an unbaddie?
You're a baddie. You do what you want. You get what you want. Why do you feel the need to separate the two?
Natalie?
Yeah, he does.
What is that?
I know. Oh, so you're trying to dive in.
No, we gotta talk about it. Cause I wanna take me through that. She going. For real.
Okay, so I am home is peaceful. It's quiet. There's never arguing. I don't.
And then this is another thing too that went over a lot of people's heads too. Is she kept using the excuse money, and a lot of women also defend her and they're like money, right? So why get mad at the government, right? Why are you mad at the government? Why are you mad at these corporations for laying people off? If we all just about the money, we not about nothing else, right? It's not about being humanitarian. It ain't about that shit. It's about the fucking money. So let's make it about the money then. Let's make it about the money. Let's really make it about the money, y'all. This is why principle will always win, right? But let's make it about the money because the baddies are all about the fucking money, right? So if you got laid off this year, it's all fair. It's all fair, right? Spade is a spade. That corporation said, fuck you. We're greedy. It's about the fucking bag. So we don't need you anymore. What do we need you for? What do we need you for? The government said, fuck your food stamps. Fuck your Section 8. Fuck your kids. It's about the fucking money. It's about the money. Politicians, it's about the money. We don't give a fuck about you. It's about our pockets. That's why I'm saying, like, y'all sound stupid. Like, honestly, like, I'm just being, some of y'all sound dumb as fuck. And it's because you're not thinking. You're not thinking deep enough. And then it's crazy because people are like, oh, it's not that deep, it's not that deep. But it actually is, though. It actually is. They're removing these government assistance programs. It's about the fucking money. AI is taking over. It's about the fucking money. It's about the bag. It's just you're not winning, though. They are, but you're not. Their pockets are being lined up. Their pockets are being filled up. But your pockets are not. But if we just making it about the fucking money, well, I guess it's all fair then, right? Exactly. It's stupid. Like, it's stupid. It's really dumb. These insurance companies that are raising their premium for healthcare, it's about the fucking money, right? Car insurance becoming more expensive. It's about the fucking money, right? Groceries more expensive. It's about the money, right? Daycare more expensive. It's about the money, right? I think they're wanting to freeze vouchers for daycare now. It's about the money. So when I said you sound stupid, that's what you sound. You sound dumb. You sound dumb. So that shit is just, it's not gonna work. It's not gonna work over here. It's not gonna work over here. Cause I'm like, wait a minute. If I take on that rhetoric, that mentality, then I can't be mad when other people make it about the money and they make me pay more. Or they make it to where I can't afford something that I need, that I want, or that I desire, right?
There's no fighting at the house. It's quiet. There's home cooked meals. It's just I go there and it's like from being outside. It's like literally night and day. I don't.
And then it's like this is another thing too that be killing me too. Let's talk about Nicki Minaj. Some of y'all mad at her. Oh, I can't stand Nicki. Oh, fuck her. Fuck that bitch. I can't stand her old ass. But what if she did it for the money? You cool with that, right? Because it's all about the bag. Be consistent. And this is another thing. When you are consistent, you will never look stupid. But when you inconsistent and you wishy-washy and you don't know how to think for yourself for real, and you allow other people to think for you, it's always gonna make you look dumb for real. Like it's gonna make you look stupid for real. It really is. What are you mad at these celebrities for? What you mad about? They get in the bag. You can't be mad at anybody that comes to you and they making it about the money because you're about the money.
Allow none of that shit in my house.
What is that?
Like Baddie universe, like the drama. It does not come to my home. It is too. Jacob, Jacob is a Cancer, his sign. He's it's like opposite of me. So like the loud Natalie you see on TV and all that, when I'm at home, it's like Jacob is calm. He doesn't like all that shit. He doesn't be on social media. So when the bitches be on there doing all this shit online and just trying to drag things and do that, he doesn't see it. We do not watch baddies at home.
Did y'all miss that? When the bitches be online? When the bitches be online doing all that stupid shit? She talking about y'all. She talking about the baddies. She talking about her fans. When the bitches be online doing the stupid shit, cause my man, he ain't like that. I'm not like that at home. This is what y'all like? The disrespect just went over. It just went over the head. I'm like, damn, how do y'all miss that? Do I need to rewind it? Let me go back.
He doesn't be on social media, so when the bitches be on there doing all this shit online and just trying to drag things and do that, he doesn't see it. We do not watch baddies at home. I'm still trying to figure out how my daughter keeps knowing all my songs, because Jacob is he's like super dad. So I came home the other day and she was like, first one of one. I was like, where's Shantae, the nanny, and her teacher? Because I said, you got Journey on TikTok or something, because how does
You know what, Natalie is so fucking corny. Like, she really give Malibu Most Wanted. This is just an act for her. She go to wherever she lives, Calabasas. It gives really it really gives Malibu Most Wanted. Have you ever seen that movie? That's what she giving right now. She really giving a Caucasian woman for real that is playing in y'all's face.
she know this? Then she knew pose for me. So I don't know, because Jacob doesn't do all that stuff. He goes to the gym every day. He's with Journey, taking her to basketball, swimming, and he's off the grid. He's just a quiet, calm guy.
Shout out to Jacob.
Yeah, I know and that's the thing everybody wants to know. Everybody wants to know.
We gonna get down to the nitty gritty. Because over here on fucking Friday, we gonna tell the truth and nothing but the truth.
We are, I'm telling the truth.
Because the people want to know. Maybe I should have had Jacob here.
No, Jacob doesn't do podcasts.
Can you speak to how or what are the requirements to bag a baddie?
So here's the thing. I just think, for me, I've been with Jacob for 14 years. And listen, whatever people got to do to make their relationships work, that's what you're supposed to do, and you don't throw the towel in on people. You don't walk away from, people that you love. First and foremost, Jacob is my best friend. So no matter what, and we have a beautiful daughter together, no matter what, that's why I tell these bitches every time they get online, they want to talk about, oh, and she's this and she's not, she's outside with motherfucker. First of all, Jacob's not going anywhere. So that's what I tell him every time. Yeah, you guys can do all that. But half these bitches can't keep a man, so let's talk about that.
You say what now?
Yeah. Half these bitches can't.
Half? I thought you said happy.
I said half of these bitches can't even keep a man.
Why is that?
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm talking about.
Let's talk about it.
Because they're worried about the next bitch and what she's doing with her man. But he's been with me for 14 years. So obviously I'm doing something right.
That's what we're trying to find out here on Funky Friday. What in the hell are you?
Girl, you paying. We not doing that shit. Girl, you paying. Where's Jacob? I'm not paying for that. That's a mess. Okay.
You doing right, Miss Natalie Nunn, the baddest of all baddies. Because my dog Jacob.
Yeah.
My boy.
It's fun over here. It's fun. It's fun.
What's you guys' glue? Like
our daughter, for sure. And then he's my best friend. Like, Jacob's been there from the beginning. So it's just like when, like shit like Lyrica, right? She's been my friend before Jacob. But he knows Lyrica. Yeah. He knows, we were at her baby shower and all the big moments in her life. So when we got to funkin', right before I walked over to that table, I just called Jacob. We got to like, having like beef.
Oh, funking.
Yes. Like, and I said to Jacob, I'm about to go address Lyrica and what she said. And he was like, well, because maybe you should. I said, no. If it was just that she spoke about me, but she spoke about you and she spoke about Journey and my family. He was like, all right, Nat, you can do what you want to do anyways.
Has there ever been a moment that Jacob said, no, we're not doing that?
I do listen to Jacob.
No.
That's
what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Has there ever been a moment that he said, no, we're not doing that?
Yes.
Which was what?
There's a lot of moments.
Most recent?
Most recent moment.
That you could think of?
There's always, Cam, I like to, go do things. Like,
here she goes. Here she goes. This was what was so smart. Oh my God, Natalie is so intelligent. She knows how to deflect well. But why did I catch it? Why did I catch it? It's oh my God, she worked around that so well.
With my family, I want to go to Switzerland for my birthday, but I'm here with you. It's even better. And Jacob will just tell me, he's like, we're not going all the way to Switzerland for you to go turn up at Bagatelle, something I saw on the ski lift that was a club party restaurant. He does stop the little things just little stuff.
So he's the
the balance.
Right, the person on your right shoulder.
Yeah, it's annoying, but then I need that person because I would really be outside being bad. I would just go. I'm like a free spirit. I grew up in San Francisco, and I'm just a free spirited girl. When I was a little girl growing up, they had rainbows all painted on the streets in San Francisco. And my mom told me I was in the 6th grade. You could be whoever you want to be. You see the rainbow painting. This means that you could be like girls. You can you could do whatever. And I've always just been a very free spirited person. I don't judge people. If people make mistakes, I'm like, it's okay. Can we get past it? This is what my favorite line is. Is this the hill we're really gonna die on? I love that line. That's my favorite line.
Really?
Yeah, because it's wait, we're about to argue or fight or eat a friend. I'm like, you want to die on this hill right now? You want everything to just... It's crazy to me.
This is what I don't understand. You and Lyrica have so much history.
Yes.
Been friends for 20 plus years.
Yes.
Right? What happened?
Hey, I don't like that number. It sounds like I'm old. We've been friends for... I'm 21, Cam.
Can you do something for me?
This is y'all's queen, a woman that's 41 years old that still thinks she's 21? This is it? Okay, that's crazy. Okay.
21. Can you hit them with the rich flex? 21. Do your thing, 21. Do your thing.
Yes.
But is this something, what was before that? What happened?
Yeah.
And then she talking about Cam. He's looking down on me. He's looking down on me. He's with that because we all know Cam is childish. So he's all for her being 41, but still thinking she's 21. So what was so uncomfortable? He's making her feel real comfortable.
Everybody wanted to know. Everybody wanted to know. So, I decided to start rapping because Baddies became such a huge show. And everybody was like, we were on tour.
If Natalie was a man starting a rap career at 41 years old, y'all would be dragging the fuck out of her. Y'all would be dragging her to fucking filth. Oh, y'all would be dragging her. If she was a man starting a rap career at 41, tell me I'm lying, y'all. Tell me I'm lying. Tell me I'm lying. Say, Yoni, you lying. No, we wouldn't. We wouldn't be doing that. We wouldn't make fun of a man starting a rap career at 41. We would never do that. Never. We love that. Come on.
and going outside and hosting all these clubs, and thousands of fans were coming out. And at one point I said, you know, we just need to be like performing or something. Like I started just like having other ideas to grow the show.
Yeah.
And I said, well, I'm always the one that has to do it first.
You specifically.
Yeah, because it doesn't fucking work. And
there goes that grandiose narcissism that I was talking about. You're like, what's the big deal, Yoni? Like, it's not like her accomplishments. It's not that. I'm happy for her. I really am. But let's not forget, she called you bitches online. Yeah, Jacob doesn't involve himself with the bitches online. And yeah, we don't allow baddies in the house and da 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 da. Oh, what's the big fucking deal? It's not a big deal at all. It's not a big deal. Y'all need to catch the shade that she was throwing at y'all. Y'all so busy with her trying to dodge the questions and dodge the shade with Cam, because Cam, oh my God, y'all, he is such a big, like, bad man. He is such a big, bad man. Like, he's so hard to outsmart. But the whole time, she, like, really shading y'all throughout this interview. And I'm talking about the baddies, the fans. Like, she really shading y'all for real. How do you not see that?
That's what I've really been trying to figure out. Like, who can fill in and do me while I still make money and I'm not here? Oh, bitch, that's what I'm really trying to... Who's the next Natalie Nunn? Please stand.
Can you pass this torch to?
Yeah.
You know who she sound like? She sound like P. Diddy. Copy and paste. Who can I make the next big star? Like, you know how P. Diddy used to always do Make the Band. I can make you a star. I can make you the next big thing. Oh my gosh. And this is why I said, if you are impressed by this fucking interview, you are a danger to yourself. You don't need to move to a big city to chase your dreams. You need to stay exactly where you are. You need to learn and you need to mature a little bit. Because you move to a big city like Houston, Chicago, Detroit, or somewhere, New York City, it would eat you the fuck up and spit your ass back out. Your dreams ain't came true. You strung out on drugs, pregnant, or living on the street. You don't need to move to a big city. You need to stay exactly where you at. You actually need to stay in school. You need to stay in school. You need to stay in school. Because I'm telling you, in Houston, I literally see girls get pimped the fuck out. There is a girl that I want to say, it's like they're off the tip of my tongue, but it's like I can't because I'm not trying to be messy. But she be pimping the fucking girls out. And she be hosting brunches and shit. And how does she get the girls? Impressed. I like her car. I like her lifestyle. I like how she live. She get the bag. She get the bag. She get the bag. But how does she get the bag? She eat off your energy. She eat off your beauty. She eat off the fact that you got to lay down and sleep with that man. You gotta entertain the athletes that come into town, the rappers that come into town, the rappers that be in her motherfucking inbox, but she ain't sleeping with them. She making you sleep with them. She making you go out. And then it was recently exposed, not that long ago, that Sweetie was in a similar situation, and her madam was like, bitch, where my motherfucking money, bitch? The fuck? Where's my money? Oh my God, where's my money? And listen, these women are pistol whipping. Okay? They not on that, oh, like, I'ma just try to talk to her. No. And one thing you need to learn about madams, they always answer to a man, though. So even when it comes to Natalie, like a woman that you're putting on this pedestal, she still got to answer to a man. Lenny. Hello? The hierarchy can only go so high in a system like the patriarchy, right? And so when it gets to the woman, just know a man is somewhere in the background. He may not be the face. He may not be the recruiter. He may not be the runner, but he's somewhere in the background. Either he's the owner of a club, he's the owner of this or that. Like, just know there's a man in the background benefiting somehow. In multiple different ways, though. In multiple different ways. Like, he's around somewhere. You just don't ever see him. I need y'all to wake up. Y'all remember Making the Band? What was her name? She used to be the boom cat, boom boom. She used to. What was her name? Like she was a madam too when it came to Diddy. She was the little runner. What's her name? It's so crazy. I didn't see her in the documentary. I haven't really seen her in a minute. Like where is she at? What's her name, y'all? If you remember Making the Band, what is her name? Like she was all up and through. Like she would get those women together for real. But I can't remember her name. If you can think of her name, y'all, she was Lori Ann. That's her name. Lori Ann. That was her name. Listen, it's a woman that it looks like she running shit, but he in the background.
That you feel
so I can just be in Switzerland while these girls make me millions. Love that for me. But unfortunately, I'm rapping.
Did she go by Lori Ann or Laura Gibson? I don't remember, but you know who I'm talking about.
Now, and I'm on stage and I'm headlining, and it's like, motherfucking bitches. I got me out here working more. So I got this song, Baddie Bad, and it came across my desk. It was not from Lyrica or anyone on her team. It was from my team. And it was a Little Webby and what's his name? Huh? But yeah, Little Webby and Bootsy. So it was actually Little Webby's sample, and it was Bootsy.
Bootsy.
Yes, and they wanted. It was a sample. It was the she got her own house. She got her own, right. So it cost me $160,000 to sample it. I paid it, and it's been sitting on my. I recorded it, and it's been sitting on my desk in my vault of songs I've recorded for about a year. And then I had sent it out to Lyrica. She's amazing, and I would never take from her, even though we're not ever gonna see eye to eye. We're never gonna be cool again, because I just think that there's limits. I don't wish bad on anyone, though. So she's an amazing songwriter, and she's also an artist, and she's always done her thing. I'll always give people respect where it's due. And so I sent her the song, and she's like, oh, this is a hit. I want to get on it. And I was like, well, Lyrica. I was like, well, I told my team, send her the open verse so she can get on it. Let's hear her version and whatever she creates, because I hadn't put the song out yet. I didn't know what I wanted to do with it, but I'm already. Hold on a second. She lied about everything. That's what I didn't like. She did lie. And if she told the truth, I probably wouldn't have been. Why are you rolling your eyes?
She cheated on her husband. Next. I'm not buying that shit.
No, if I'm being honest. No.
That's okay, you're not a fan of me, but I've always been a fan of you.
No, I know exactly who you are.
I've always been a fan of you.
No.
No,
Stop
because you don't play sports.
You see how she plays the victim anytime things get a little uncomfortable because things get a little too real and she has to answer something in a truthful way. Then it's, oh, you never liked me. Oh, you don't like me. It's like, goddamn, girl, like for real. She's exhausting. Like she would drain my energy for real.
Stop that.
You are legendary.
Just because I didn't watch Baddies.
And the ladies love you. They
do.
Can I get a shot? Yes, they've always loved you.
Really?
Yes. You know you've been a big deal since
Now she ate with this because he's not attracted to her, right? But whenever he hears, oh, the girls really like you, he perks up. Do you see how Cam perked up? Like, the girls like me. The two sides of the same coin, like literally. So that, okay, all right, but humbling, no. The girls like me, really? The girls like me, really?
Football and all that. You've left your mark. You're doing your big one too. You are. I'm really proud of you, but it doesn't feel the same.
Stop doing that. Because
it's like baddies. So what is a baddie?
No, I'm just asking.
We don't say bad words around here.
A bad word. Stop that. I'm trying to tell you.
I said, wait, what was the word I said? And he tried to like.
Funkin'.
Yeah. No, it was another one. I said a bad word and then you
I don't.
Yes, they got.
He was, girl, the way this man was acting, he was like, really? They like me? The girls like me? Like kicking his feet. He got all excited like a little boy. I'm like, chill out. Damn, is it really that easy, Cam? Damn, Jasmine, you got your work cut out, girl. You do, girl. Because I'm like, really? Crazy. And then, this is what a lot of women miss too. How many times has Natalie done that? How many times has Natalie done? She's trying to conduct business with the man, and she's like, I got a girl for you. I got a girl for you. I got a girl for you. She can't use herself because she's married. Okay. Even though she's cheated before. Okay. But she can't use like she can't seduce. So she'll use the fantasy of the fact that she has a group of women that can be introduced to what any man that she's like talking to. Like she can't seduce them herself, but she can lure them, or she can still divert the conversation with the idea that they could get access to the women that she knows.
Got it on camera, so y'all make sure you put that in this. I said like bitch, you were like snitch, or you were trying to fucking switch it up. Fuck. Like, damn, bro. Calm down.
judgy?
Can he get a shot? He needs to loosen up a little.
Okay, this was not gonna make this. I've never drank tequila a day in my life.
For real? But you're judging me while you're smoking a cigar. This is crazy.
I'm not judging.
This is crazy.
I just like to get down to the nitty gritty.
And then her version of judging is him just asking questions. This is an interview. Like, what the fuck are we here for if he's not asking you questions and you're not answering them? I just don't understand. The hell?
But what is the difference between smoking
nothing.
a cigar and having a tequila?
It's nothing.
So then why did you say that? You're
I'm
snooty.
just letting you know about
you're
me.
Snooty a little bit.
Never snooty.
Yeah, you got money.
No, I don't.
You do. He got money, he's snooty.
No.
Yeah, the money changed him, huh?
No, it didn't. I ain't got nothing.
Oh my God.
I'm hurting.
Sure.
Can we get
yes,
on the topic?
let's go. I'm sorry.
I want to say this.
Get off your iPad and ask the questions you really want to ask. This is Funky Friday. I thought we were finna,
You really want to go there?
let's go. Like, just ask. Like, talk about it. Let's have fun. Yes. So how many celebrity bitches you was fucking when you...
That was manipulation. For him to put the iPad down because she's really intimidated by the iPad because of the questions. The last question he asked her, right, was the cheating question. She didn't really answer it. And then she got him to put down the iPad. And he's like, really? Okay. But then still didn't want to answer the questions. Like, that's the only thing, that's the only thing she did the entire interview. And it wasn't like he was asking her hard questions. All she had to do was answer yes or no, or she could have just went into what the situation is or what it's not. Like, even when it came to the cheating question, it's like, she couldn't just answer that like, no, I didn't cheat on my husband. Next question. It's like, it's what made her come across like, oh, you did cheat. Because why was that so hard for you to answer? You know, it's crazy to me.
He was playing in the league.
Which ones? Which ones you know about? Let's get down to the nitty-gritty. You want to go down? Damn it! Let's go. Because I'm trying to tell you, you done met your match today.
Yes, that's the camera.
All right, listen here. Hey.
Clock it.
Listen here. And with all due respect, Jacob.
I feel like they met each other's match.
Which celebrity bitches were you fucking in your time playing in the NFL? I didn't talk about now. I know you got a girl.
Yeah.
I'm like I said, I'm very, but come on, let's just give me one. Like, I want to see if you telling the truth, because I know.
You do?
Cam, you are a legendary black quarterback. I'm an athlete. I know.
Help me out.
I'm telling you.
Help the people out.
I'm telling you.
Because for the folks that don't understand, what is a baddie?
I mean, a baddie is a lot of things.
Mm-hmm.
But in my true definition of a baddie, a boss. A boss. This is as simple as that.
Simple as that.
Yeah, like you running the show, you running it, you the boss. People respect you as the boss. People see you as the boss.
Mm-hmm.
People know you're the boss.
Mm-hmm. What's the biggest misconception of a baddie?
That all we do is fight. That's insane. We do fight. Everybody fights.
Really?
Yeah, you fight too. I saw you fighting that mascot. So everybody fights, but that's not come on, that's not the only thing.
Fighting him.
Y'all, when I saw that mascot video, Kim, y'all, I was cracking the hell up. I think I watched that video like at least 30 times. That shit was funny. If I could pull it up, y'all, I will pull that up. Because I'm telling you, that had me dead. I'm like, Kim, really? You out here fighting the mascot? What did the mascot do to you?
The mascot. It was like
no, but you swung on the mascot. I died.
Swung it on the mascot?
I want to cast you on Bad Boys for real when you did that. I say oh my God, I love that.
You weren't supposed to see that.
But I seen it because everybody's seen it. It's like the most viral thing. Like, are you kidding?
What's the male version of a baddie?
Like the mascot hit your hat and then you
saw that?
Yes.
But I'm saying, like, what's the male version?
That's a bad boy. That's
bad
like,
boy.
right there. You was not playing about that hat.
No. Absolutely not.
Yeah.
And I'll play about respect.
Yes. That's
So
a
I
big
just felt
thing
like-
too, right?
And it was tough too, because it was like, yo, I couldn't see his face. And then,
So you didn't know what?
I didn't know if he was playing. I didn't know. Like, I'm like, bro, hey.
That's you know what? That was a good answer though for that one. Because if you can't see, like, you didn't know if he was playing around or
I didn't know. I had to let him know.
But you were not playing about that hat.
I did not know what it was.
It was a mascot.
Hey, bro, like you.
I died though. Why did you do that to that mascot?
When did you first hear about it?
I saw it on the blogs, on the Shade Room and stuff. Like,
My Shade Room don't never post nothing good.
They got me on there all yesterday. I was on there for like they had 4 posts up. I was like,
no way.
Yeah, like how did they? Like I've been doing such good things too, and they never post none of that. It's like 4 full posts.
No, I'm gonna ask you
drama. Like, dang.
4 full posts.
Yes.
Was there some truth in the first, second, third, fourth post?
There was truth in all of it.
Yeah, but how did we get here? So it's their job to report the news.
Yes. Like it's your job for Funky Fridays to get a little
Keep it funky.
Yeah, get funky.
So
I mean, everyone's doing their job.
The people want to know.
Oh my God! Don't start your shit.
Why did you really come to Atlanta?
Oh, I came to shoot my music video and to come to your podcast. And that's it.
Were anybody harmed while you were here?
No, never.
Are you serious?
I can't believe y'all let this lady play in y'all's face for 2 hours and 30 minutes and then gave it praise. Let me see if I can find this video because this had me just dead. Let me see. Did I download it? Damn, I can't find it. Hold on. Let me keep playing it then.
No, I never.
Are we lying?
I don't lie. I won't lie to you. I wouldn't. Why would I lie to you? I'm gonna tell the truth.
The whole truth?
All the truth. Nothing but the truth. I came because my new single, Doing What I Want, is doing really great numbers. So my team said before we close out the year, you really gotta shoot this music video. And the director that I shoot my videos with is here. Yeah. And then I've been wanting to come on your podcast. So they said, let's close out the year like this. Did I do something? Did you see something?
No.
I mean, but I will, address what else people are saying I was doing.
You will?
Of course.
So, I'm going to ask.
Oh.
For the people who may not follow any of the blogs.
Let me just sip my tea real quick.
Hold on.
So many times, rising up, back on the street.
When I tell you, I was watching this Kiki, y'all, I was like, what is he doing? Hold on. It was this for me. Hold on. Where is he? Okay. It was this right here, y'all, where I was like, what the hell is he doing? Because why? Like, it was like... I was in tears because I'm like, dude, like, what are you doing? I really want to know are you like, why? Why are we fighting the mascot? It was the way he looked back and he smacked him. I was like, what? Like, it was this part right here. The mascot wasn't serious. The mascot was playing with him. He was so serious. Listen, do not play with Kim's hat. And so, yes, at the end of this podcast episode, when she took his hat, she knew what the hell she was doing when she took his hat off the wall, y'all. Because Cam don't play about his hats. Look how he did this mascot over his hat. So Cam, you are a baddie, sir. You are a baddie. That's why I was like, wait a minute. If I'm defending Cam, that means I would be defending Natalie. And if I'm defending Natalie, then that means I would be defending Cam. Like, that's how this goes. Period. That's how this goes. He is a baddie. Okay? This video is evidence. This is proof that he is a baddie. It is the reason why she took his hat off the wall at the end of the episode. All right? He's a baddie, y'all. And I'm against this. All of it. But this, I'm not gonna lie, this was hilarious. This was hilarious. So I was like, Kim, why you got beef with the mascot? Okay, let's go back. That, ooh, girl, that tickled me. That really did. That tickled me.
Ass.
Oh.
For the people who may not follow any of the blogs.
Let me just sip my tea real quick. Okay.
You ready?
She has to drink to be somewhat honest. Okay. So that tells me that Natalie is at war with herself. Okay.
Now I'm ready.
Could you explain what they may have seen?
Yes. So you remember how you had just said you care about respect,
Yes.
right? For me, I know I've been in reality television a long time. So people might not like all the things I do on TV, or they just might not be, they might think Natalie Nunn is this and they feel this way.
So let me make this plain for the slow people in the back. She cares about respect a lot. AKA, she cares about what people think of her. She does not know how to embody an energy that commands respect. You don't have to have an inflated ego. You don't have to constantly announce your achievements. Your energy and how you embody the energy that you carry naturally attracts it. But she does not know how to do that. Okay? So the only way that she knows how to get respect is through manipulation, lies, having an inflated ego, constantly announcing her accomplishments and her success, using other people as leverage so that she can feel superior. She came on this podcast because she wants to be respected. She came on this podcast because she wants baddies to be seen as purposeful or something with substance because of the woman that's behind the show. And y'all fell for that shit. Some of you, not all of you, but the ones that I'm talking about, right? And she also thinks the way that she can get respect is to control narratives, control others. And she also she comes across like, you know, very domineering, but not like in the most unhealthiest of ways. And, you know, everything that I really listed off, that's what y'all don't like in men. Y'all hate it. Some of you have literally started male hate groups on Facebook, communities, on just online in general. So I'm just like, well, why are we praising this if this is what y'all claim to hate? Or is it just when a man does it? That's what I want to know. That is what I want to know. So she came on this platform in hopes that she would be seen as like this respectable businesswoman entrepreneur. And it's like, I can't respect a woman that is a contradiction. I just can't. I can't. Then what made her look really stupid to me, like if I'm being honest, is Cam pulled an Uno reverse on her. He made her feel so comfortable by giving her alcohol. He let her drink and drink and drink and drink. And I'm like, wait a minute. This is what Natalie does on her show. She gets the girls drunk. She probably provides them with drugs, right? She lets them get really comfortable. Then she triggers them so that they can act out. And that's what Kim did. And I'm like, how did that go over some of your heads? Because I'm just like, the more she drank, the more she became turned up, and he was able to get the views, the clout, the sound bites. He was able to go viral on his platform. He was able to get the bag. And I'm like, damn, that's what Natalie does on her show with the girls that she exploits. So he was like, all right, I'm not going to drink with you. I don't do tequila, but go ahead. I'm not going to judge. Have some tequila. So they supplied her the whole rest of the episode. And this is what she does. Like, she's a baddie. This is what she does to the girls that come on her show. So it's crazy that some of you did not catch that. But I'm like, a spade is a spade. I guess it's all fair for money, according to Natalie Nunn.
I'm always okay with however people feel about me. But what I don't appreciate, and I will always stand 10 toes behind this, is just leave people's family and their kids and their, out of it. Like, you could have whatever opinion on me, or you could say whatever you want about me. I opened up those doors when I walked.
So somebody said her team failed her. Well, who bought the tequila? She asked, do y'all have anything to drink? They had tequila. Did her team set her up, or did Kim set her up? Kim don't drink it. Did he bring alcohol for her? Or did her team bring the alcohol? But then why would her team bring the alcohol if they know how she gets when she gets drunk? He had a glass for her and everything. So it really looks like he provided the alcohol. Her team, if her team failed her, it was like, oh, girl, don't drink. But hey, when you have enablers around you, they are a part of your downfall, and they make you look awful. Stefan Diggs is a prime example of that. So when you have a bunch of enablers around you, you're gonna fuck up your own bag eventually. Huda is another example. I mean, that's why you gotta choose people to be on your team that is just not a yes man or a yes woman that's gonna be real with you. But some of you can't handle honesty, so you're gonna have those enablers, and they will be a part of your downfall.
Walked into the entertainment industry for people to have opinions, and I've never cared. But when people go online and say, yeah, and her husband and her family, like, now you're talking about my family. I will address that. So I was eating at True Foods or True Food Kitchen or whatever, and I was taking my team. It's the end of the year. Go buy them their Christmas gifts at Louis Vuitton. They get a Louis Vuitton bag every year for working with me all year. And we were walking out to go into Lenox to walk to the Louis store, and I saw the girl that was talking about my family.
No way.
So I said, here's my phone, record this.
No.
Yeah, and I walked up on her.
Who got the opportunity to record it all?
You know, my messy team.
Say less than
Yeah,
messy
that's
team.
what they're supposed to do, get messy with me. So they're recording it, we're walking over, and she's sitting there with her mom, her family.
Wow.
So a lot of people are like, why would Natalie walk up on her when she's with her mom? Why would you even say anything online about my family?
So it was so fitting.
It was so fitting. It was like perfect. The only thing that wasn't perfect was the mom had the dog in the restaurant, and they were caught off guard. And
Say entrepreneur.
yes,
Oh, I'm sorry.
yes. $1 billion empire I've built.
$1 billion?
Yes.
You don't say.
Yeah,
So
know.
you get paid to throw these hands.
But that's why I didn't fight her there, because that's when I said on my post, I'm so proud of myself, because really when it comes to my family, I will fight over that, because it's just disrespect. Like, my daughter, my husband, they don't have nothing to do with all this, so leave them out of it. But I would have whooped her fucking ass and dragged her up and down that fucking restaurant if I wasn't a rich bitch, because I don't want to get sued. But I might book her, bring her on baddies.
Do what you got to do.
Do what I got to do, and then fire her. But then she still gets a check, so she kind of still wins.
That comes with the territory.
Fuck it, I'll give her a check. Bring your ass on baddies, chapter 2, USA. Yeah, for sure. But I wasn't gonna, I'm too smart. You said USC degree too in there. You said USC, University. I'm smart. Clock it, Cam. There you
That's
go.
clock it?
Like this, clock it.
I don't want to learn that.
You have to learn it.
I don't. Baddie behavior from an
Wait, but
alpha
do you
man.
think that was wrong? Like, it's not like I walked up on her like on some like, and you said this about me. I don't give a fuck what you said about me is what
Okay.
I said. I said, don't talk about my fucking family.
Okay.
What would you have done as a man if somebody that was a mutual friend of yours was online talking shit about your family, and then you finally run into them after all this time? It's only been like 6 months or whatever, but I haven't seen her. I never come to Atlanta, and this is where Lyrica lives. So what would you have done? I mean, I didn't like go over there like, I was like, I was a little
What would I have
sassy.
done?
Yeah, you would not. You would have walked out of the restaurant.
That's why I said, like, she copy and paste Diddy to me. Like, she's a diddler. She's copy and paste. I don't know what else to say other than she's copy and paste.
Fuck out of here. No, the fuck you wouldn't. Don't get up here and be funky. You're a lover.
What do you mean?
I mean,
What do you say? It's like,
you're a lover.
do we know?
Okay, I've had enough. Like, this interview was boring too. Like, it was really stupid to me. But let's get into how other people are reacting to it online. Let me pull up this. This is when I was like, oh, we really are cooked.
If you still have a problem with Natalie Nunn after watching that Natalie Nunn interview, you're the problem. She's not the problem. If you still want to call her names, talk about the way she looked, this and that has everything to do with you being a hater and nothing to do with her. Because Miss Mamas is low-key iconic. I think that she has the potential to be one of the most iconic women from reality TV of this next upcoming generation. Okay? I know she's 41 or whatever, but she's raising the baddies. She is the house mom of reality TV girlies. I want Natalie to come take me in because her baddies get to a bag.
Oh, drink with me, toast with me. Welcome to 2026, you all. Welcome to 2026. Are the girls looking for a mother? Is that what this is about? Are the girls, are they looking for a mother figure? Is this what this is? It a mommy wound? Is this what the problem is? I'm being so serious. This is embarrassing.
And one thing's for sure, two things for certain. The thing I care about the most is getting to a bag. And what you think of her, what you think of me, what you think of baddies is none of my concern, none of her concern. And she clearly don't care. Miss Sis is educated. She's smart.
So and let me make myself clear. If everything is about the money, don't get mad at your landlord. Don't get mad at these grocery prices. Don't get mad at the president of the United States. Don't get mad at the government not wanting to give you your tax return because it's about the fucking money. Like, is that what it's turned into for real? Seriously, don't get mad at people that are making it about the money. You need to work harder then, right? You need to hustle, right? You need to get out there, sell some cat, and get the bag. Because that's what it's all about. That's what it's all about for all of us. It's about the money. So the daycare vouchers, don't get mad about that. Don't get mad about the food stamps, the Section 8. Don't get mad about any government assistance programs that are going to be taken away. Don't get mad at the fact that they are reclassifying degrees. Like, don't get mad at none of that. Don't get mad at none of that. And none of that. It's about the money. Don't. Because when these corporations and these billionaires, when they make it about the money, y'all want to get mad, but then you turn around and you're all about the money. So it's just like, how can you get mad at them when you're for the same thing? It's just, you're the one that's paying though. So don't get mad.
Not that you have to be educated to be anybody, but y'all are sleeping on Natalie Nunn.
And now I understand why the men were online and they were like, fellas, the food stamps, they not happening for the month of November. Coochie about to be $40 again. I'm seeing where the men were coming from. Oh, coochie about to be $40. It's about to be $40. Really? Now it's starting to make sense. Because I didn't understand. I'm like, why are they getting so upset? And I'm getting upset watching these men all up and down my For You page talking about coochie being $40. Food stamps, they not getting their food stamps for November. And I'm like, why are y'all trying to exploit women with kids? Like, that shit is fucking weird. You don't see yourself as a predator? You're a fucking weirdo. But when you have this type of mentality and mindset, I get it. So I guess the coochie was $40 for the month of November. Now it's starting to all make sense.
And this is my official application, if she ever sees this, to, I don't know. I'm not going to be on baddies. I don't give baddies energy from a TV standpoint, but I surely give baddies energy of trying to get a bag. I have ideas for you, Miss Natalie. Hit me up. House mom, thank you.
Okay, let's switch to someone else because, oh my God.
Every woman who has made this Natalie Nunn interview with Cam Newton her hero moment is a fucking idiot. And I would not be surprised. This is how people end up in cults.
Ooh.
This is groupthink is the reason why like I started watching the interview because of how popular it was. And I'm like, okay, let me see.
And to be clear, baddies is a cult. You are Natalie's minions, literally. You're the 15 million people that tune in to make her richer. Yeah, a house mom. And then the girls wanted to gaslight me like, Yoni, I'm not impressed. And I'm like, y'all sound like it. When you're easily impressed, you're easy to manipulate. You're easy to take advantage of. You're easy to use the fuck up. It's just the truth. I've been saying it for years. When you easily impressed, when you want something that someone else has, when you put yourself in that position, you're easy to manipulate. You're easy to use. You're easy to brainwash. You're easy to get over on. You're easy to play with. You're easy to run game on. Is it clicking? I hope it's starting to click. I hope it is. When you look up to someone, it's easy for you to get in a cult. When you listen to every little thing a person says and you don't have an objective to it, you don't have any thought process of your own, you're going to be in a cult very soon. You're not going to realize it. People who end up in cults don't even know that they're in cults. Because you're putting this person, you're idolizing this person, you're putting them on a pedestal and you don't even realize, damn, I'm in a cult. I'm a part of a cult. Oh my gosh. It's a Ponzi scheme. All a cult is a Ponzi scheme. You not eating, you not making money, you not getting a bag, but the person at the very top is. The person at the very top is. You not seeing that money though. You not seeing that bag. They are. And how are they getting that money? How are they making that bag? Off you. Off of your easily impressionable having ass. That's how. That's how. They're like, oh, that's an easy lick. And then you're making it so fucking easy because I'm about the money. That girl that I played in the previous clip, she was so impressed because it was about the bag for her. That's it? That's it? It's just the money? Oh, you know how many people can get you with that? You know how many pimps can get you with that, male or female? You know how many Ponzi schemes that are out here that's trying to get you to sell this and sell that for them, that's going to get you with that? I said, stay in your hometown, stay in the smaller city, because if you move to a bigger city, they're going to eat you the fuck up. They're going to eat you up. They're going to spit you out, and then you're going to have to go back home, and hopefully you don't have to do rehab on your way back when you get back. Seriously. Seriously. Stay where you are. Because I'm like, damn, so all they got to do is make some promises. That's it. They're just going to make some promises. They're going to feed you a dream. They're going to sell you a dream. And you're going to eat that shit up because you just about the money. That's it. That's it. You don't have any other requirements.
What it's talking about, right? Because there's been so much discourse about this is like she stood up for herself and she's so self-assured and she knows her worth. And it's like all this like woman empowerment internet vernacular bullshit that's like embedded itself in you guys' identity, and it's like irritating.
Oh my God.
It's so like astounding to see the amount of women who are applauding this interview while also in the same breath condemning Cam Newton. He didn't say anything wrong. And I only got an hour and 23 minutes into the interview, and I may or may not finish it because I was waiting for the aha, this is her hero moment.
Yo, I was really waiting for the aha moment. I was like, y'all had me waste 2 hours and 30 minutes of my life.
Him wrong moment. I was waiting for it and it still hasn't come. And I'm an hour and 23 minutes into the interview. You guys are fucking idiots. Idiots. And this is the exact reason why society is where it's at in relation to women. All you women who think you're baddies because you pay the bills, you make money. I'm a baddie. Clock it. I'm a baddie. You're an idiot. You're burned. It's like I can't even begin to understand. This is why we are where we're at as a society.
And when I say things like the birds on the ground, we need to get the birds back in the sky. Some of you are being stupid you're being stupid on purpose. And I'm accepting this. I'm accepting this. You're being stupid on purpose because birds are aware that they have wings. They know they can fly. They're just choosing not to. When I reference the birds on the ground, because birds can be very smart. An owl is very intelligent. Very, very intelligent. Hyper self-aware, hyper aware of its surroundings. They're very smart. Birds are actually very smart, okay? But you're choosing to be stupid because you're not thinking. Or you're thinking very surface level, like money, and that's it. You're not thinking beyond that. And you have the ability to. You have the ability to fly, but you're wanting other people to think for you. You're looking for a house mom. What the fuck is that? But you know what? You know what? I'm not shocked. You want to know why? Because I hear women say this all the time. I don't want to think for myself. I don't want to think for myself. I don't want to think for myself. I hate thinking for myself. I hate thinking for myself. I don't want to think for myself. Girl, if you are not thinking for yourself, that means somebody else is going to be thinking for you. And if someone else is thinking for you, they can control you, manipulate you, use you, take advantage of you. Your life is going to be a life that you fucking hate if you don't start thinking for yourself. You better start thinking long and hard about yourself, about your life, your future. I hope you're thinking hard. I hope you're thinking long and hard because I'm at the age where women are having regrets about their choices. And I would hate for you to get to 30 and you hate your fucking life because you live in nothing but regret. You live in nothing but regret. You regret that you did this. You regret that you did that. You regret that you made this decision and this choice. So now the only thing you know how to do is sit and be depressed and envy others and be jealous of what others have and what they have going on for yourself because you didn't think long and hard. You didn't want to think at all. I'm sorry, but that's just not the world that we live in. That's not the world that we live in. And pimps, manipulators, narcs, they love people like you. They love people that don't know how to think for themselves. They love people that don't really think that deeply because, oh, it's not that deep, but it is. Because it's your fucking life. And you have to live it. You have to live it. So it is that deep. It will always be that deep. Because I hope you take yourself that seriously. I hope you take yourself serious. This is crazy. That's why I'm like, okay.
Because you guys can come to these these conclusions that aren't even a reflection of what's actually being shown. This is how deluded you guys are in the brain. And you wonder why the same men that you try to seek validation for look at you like you're an idiot.
Oh my God.
Because this interview, what I've watched so far, I have no idea why you guys are irritated with Cam Newton.
Oh.
He asked some valid questions. He called out her hypocrisy. Asked her what a baddie is, because what the fuck is a baddie? We make money. A baddie is a boss. Okay, next question. Like, you're an idiot. You're an idiot.
I don't want to work. So, I'm not a baddie. You're not a baddie. I'm not a baddie. I'm not a Barbie. I'm not a doll. I'm not a toy. I'm not a plaything. You know, I don't know what I am, but I ain't none of that shit. I'm none of that. Barbie doll, none of that. None of that. Not a baddie. I'm none of that shit. I'm a woman that just thinks for myself. That's it. And that's enough. Because all this other shit, it's women digging a deeper hole for themselves. Do y'all not see it like that? Like when you label yourself a doll or a Barbie, it's truly all about perfection. And if your hair not done, if your nails are not done, if your face is not beat, oh, you're not a doll. Oh, you're not a Barbie. Then if you're not a baddie, because maybe you going through a financial hardship, like, or maybe you're a baddie and you're going through a financial hardship. Oh, well, you're not a baddie today, because girl, look at your bank account. You ain't got no money in it. It's like the confidence be so surface level for me. It's not real confidence. Like it's not an energy that you embody. It's something that you're trying to portray to people to convince people that this is who you are and you're like this confident person because you got the money and all this stuff. But really, you don't even fucking like yourself. You don't. Because if you did, you would need to label yourself all of these things to feel something or to be something. You would just exist. And it's your birthright. That's what's so sad about all of this. It's like, it's your birthright. To just be, to just exist, to not be a baddie, to not be a Barbie, to not be a doll, but just to be you, yourself. Whatever that is, I don't really know, but whatever it is. But you put so much pressure on yourself to be like this thing, when if you would just be yourself, that takes less work. But it may require you to work on yourself in a real way. And as we transition from the age of Pisces to the age of Aquarius, any systems, identities that were built off of illusions and secrecies and hierarchies and things like that, that shit is collapsing. 2026, it's going to be way more aggressive. Because it's the year of the fire horse. And with fire comes intensity. So it's not just a horse year, it's a fire horse year. So there's an intensity behind these collapses. It's not just the governments. It's not just the politicians. It's not just the celebrities. It's some of you too. So if you built an image, if you built an identity off of lies, secrets, manipulation, all of that shit is coming down. You have to walk in your truth. You have to embody who you are. You're not going to have a choice. People are going to be able to see right through that shit. And then it's not like the energy of someone's going to expose you. No, it's going to be like a silent reveal. Like over time, things are going to be revealed to people about you that you can't control. You will not have any control. People are going to see you, the real you, whether you like that version of yourself or not. Which is what happened to Natalie. Girl, you are insecure about being a mother, being a wife, and being a baddie. You're not proud about that shit. If you were, it would be nothing for her to answer those questions. But she was so intimidated. And you want to know why? She didn't want to face herself. She didn't want to face the real her. The mother, the wife, the baddie, the boss. Like she didn't want to face all parts of herself, because there are parts of herself that she still has yet to accept. Like the fact that this is how she earns her money. She exploits the culture. She exploits women. She exploits this. She promotes this baddie behavior. A drunk that turns up at 41 years old. That still has to answer to a man that doesn't have ownership of her own show. Just partial. She is an influencer at best. That's it. So this is a 41-year-old woman that can't even face herself. She can't actually live in her true identity. There are parts of herself that she can't even take home with her daughter and her husband. That's what y'all praising. She can't go home and be a baddie at home. She has to leave that stuff at work. She can't be proud about it.
She refers to the baddies throughout this entire hour and 23 minutes that I've watched. And it's a 2-hour interview. Okay? She refers to them as these girls. These girls. The girls, these girls. I took these girls out of, like, I put these girls on. I took these girls, I took them out the strip club. I gave them a better life. These girls are buying houses with the money that I put in their pockets. These girls.
And y'all so focused on the money side of what she was saying that you didn't pay any attention to the disrespect. You didn't hear the disrespect. You only heard the money, the money, the money, the money, the money, the money. You didn't hear the disrespect. This is why it can't always be about the money. Like, some things have to be about principle. Like, you're not going to disrespect me. You're not going to disrespect me. You're not going to look down on me just because you helped me in some type of way. Like, that's crazy.
I need to find the next Natalie Nunn so I can be in Switzerland while these girls make me money, while these girls make me millions. She doesn't have any respect for the same baddies that she praises, pretends to, right? I've seen so many comments of people saying, Natalie is so much smarter and intelligent than you guys let on. You guys are confusing her identity with her job. You guys are fucking dumb. You guys are idiots. You're confused.
Ooh.
You're confused. You're the idiot. You're the dummy. She has a degree.
It's so crazy because that's real pimp talk. Like, a pimp is really, or a madam is really going to get in your ear, right? And they're going to be like, yeah, I could do this for you. I could do this for you. Like, you're so talented. Like, you really are a star. Like, I could take you here. I could really take you places. I could take you places. You just let me show you. Let me show you. I could really put you on for real. I could really put you on the whole time. They take it 15, 20%. Hell, real pimps probably out here taking 50%, 75% of your earnings. Have y'all thought? Because really, Cam, I'm pretty sure when it came to that iPad and the questions he had on that iPad, what are those contracts looking like for the girls that you put on? What are those contracts looking like? Because didn't Krishan speak out about some of that stuff not that long ago? Man, pimps really do talk in circles. They do. Manipulators. The reason why pimps talk in circles is because manipulators talk in circles. And the reason is because manipulators have to convince. So they have to go over it again, change it up a little bit, but say the same thing again. Take a different angle and say it again. Then take another different approach and say it again. And the whole time they just running circles around your ass. And if you're not smart, you're not going to pick it up. You're not going to pick it up. But the whole time they running circles on you, though. And then they trying to weigh down on your psyche, try to get you confused a little bit, right? Or they test you with that runaround. They run around. They have you in a trance. You go in a circle mentally, right? It's all up here in the mind, mental. And if you don't peep game, you're going to be confused. Then you're going to start rationalizing. That doesn't sound too bad. Well, I do. And if they have any intel on you being insecure about something, or there's a need or a want for something, they're going to attack that. And they're going to keep convincing you from that angle, this angle. And if they're really good, they're going to target a desire and an insecurity. And they're going to put the desire here, target your insecurity, and then convince you. And it's going to be really easy because you're easy to read. You're easy to read. They know what your desire is. They know what your insecurity is. So then they're going to do what? Convince you of a solution that can fix the insecurity and meet your desire. They got you. Just like that. Real simple. It's not hard. That's why I said some of y'all need to stay you need to stay home. You need to stay in your hometown. Because if you not picking that up, you're going to find yourself in some very scary situations. Very scary situations. And then you're going to like, how did I end up? How did I end up in this situation? They knew what your desire was. They peeped what your insecurity was. They found a solution. They prompt themselves up as the person that could help you with it. But the whole time, they had a hidden motive to use you.
In sociology and communications or whatever, that just means that she weaponizes her intelligence, her book smarts for all the wrong fucking reasons. You guys are idiots. Are we still not remembering? Are we like forgetting what the baddies platform is and what it represents? I'm so lost and confused. It's like you guys are at war with yourselves.
Oh.
You're at a war. You guys are officially at war with yourselves because I don't even feel like men give a fuck no more.
Oh my God. Cause y'all, even on my TikTok, follow me on TikTok too. This girl, I gotta pull it up because I was like, girl, men don't give a fuck. You do. You care. They don't give two fucks. All right? Some of you need to hear that. Y'all be in a trance about men, and the whole time they're not even thinking like that. You want to know why they're not thinking like that? Let me read the comment real quick so you can understand what I'm saying. Okay? So a lot of women are like, it's not about being impressed. It's about Cam meeting a woman who did not want to impress him and bow down to him. She wanted to impress y'all. She wanted respect from y'all, the culture. It wasn't about Cam. Went over your head. Not sure where y'all got anyone was impressed by her. Everyone knows who she is. Okay, listen. It's about Cam meeting a woman who did not want to impress him. He don't give a fuck. Y'all spend all day online wanting men to give a fuck. And then, this is what's so delusional. Let me blow this up. This is what's so delusional. The men that you want to care have such huge inflated egos. They don't see you. They're not in tune with their emotions and their feelings. So you're trying to make them meet you where you are, and they don't think that way because they're ego driven. They're disconnected from their emotions and their feelings. They're emotionally immature. So you're trying to tell them how they feel. They're not thinking like that. You are. They're not thinking like that. They don't even have, you know what's crazy? The emotional labor, because that's what you're doing. You're doing emotional labor over feelings that he hasn't even addressed. He's not even aware of them. You're processing the unresolved feelings and emotions that he's not even fucking aware of. So when you tell him how he feels, You are telling him how he feels from the feelings and emotions that you process for him that he's unaware of. So, because he's unaware of it, he doesn't give a fuck. Oh my gosh. It's so a smart woman, an actual smart woman, would peek that shit and be like, I'm not wasting my time. I'm not about to do emotional labor for a man that has unresolved feelings and emotions that lack self-awareness. I'm not wasting my time with that. I'm not about to project on him the emotional labor that I had to do for him. He's not even aware. And then it's a Cam Newton, a man that is not that intelligent because he's not emotionally mature. So you're processing emotions that he's not even aware of because he's emotionally immature. He may be 30-something years old, but he's emotionally immature. It's the reason why he's out here creating broken homes, sis. So when you say things like that, I'm just like, that man ain't thinking about you like that. I'm sorry. He's not thinking about you like that. A man like Cam is thinking about how can you praise him? How can you serve him? How can you worship him? What can you do for him? Which is why he asked, like, so why should a man get with a baddie? That's his level of maturity. So you up here thinking like, yeah, it wasn't about that. It was about the fact that he's meeting a woman who did not want to impress him. He don't give a fuck. My gosh. And that's what's like frustrating me, y'all. That's what's really frustrating. I'm like, girl, y'all are creating all of these theses and y'all are creating all of these opinions and thoughts from your own feelings, from your own unresolved issues. He's not emotionally intelligent to even be aware of what you're talking about. So let me calm down, because I'm just like, girl. No, you feel like you need to sit in front of a man that, and let me rephrase it back to you. You care about being a woman, meeting a man who is looking for you to be impressed, but not be impressed in order for you to be something or to feel like something, or to feel confident within yourself and what you do as a baddie or who you are. That's you. That's not, like, men don't think like you. And then this is another thing. Men are so fucking simple and surface level, especially the ones like this. The ones like Cam are like so childish. That's why his interviews are just really not that good, because some of his questions are just very childlike. So it's like you're thinking at a level that really he's incapable of thinking. Y'all are wanting these like niggas. Let's be these dusties. You're wanting them to think at a level that they're truly incapable of thinking at. Like, are you aware? That's who you're. But listen. This is why it's a reflection of yourself, because you want to impress a man like that, or you want to show up a man like that, and it's like who the fuck are they? Who are they to even like feel like, I wish I would waste some time. A man with 9 kids and 3 baby mamas? Come on now. But this is what it means to be a baddie, like. Yeah, this is what it means to be a baddie. And this is why I can't be a part of this. Like, I did not. And then this is what's so crazy. Like, I thought a baddie was a woman that was educated, smart, intelligent, street smart. I thought, like, she was a go-getter, but she also knows how to rest in her femininity. I thought she is the type of woman where she has boundaries. She knows how to assert herself. She knows how to work hard, but she also prioritizes herself, rest, and self-care. She doesn't allow people to disrespect her. Like, that's huge. No disrespect. None. Like, we don't tolerate that. But it's like turning into like something else. And I'm just like, I'm not here for this. If this is what the fuck it is, Leave me out of it, because I can't. Like, I just can't. And plus, I feel like I'm too damn old for that shit anyway. Maybe it's because this is just out of my age group. I don't know. But when a 41-year-old woman is the one leading it leaves me perplexed. Like, damn. What is this really about? I don't know. Who is this really for? Is she speaking for the 41-year-old women? I hope not. She ain't even speaking for the. Is she speaking for the 30-year-old women? That's crazy.
They don't even, because I'm just like, I'm flabbergasted at the discourse. There's no way you guys watched the same interview that I just did. There's no way. There's no way. Natalie calls Cam snooty after, and she constantly, throughout the entire hour and 23 minutes that I've watched, she's always talking about, you're judging me. I'm like, you're judging me. You don't really like me, for real. Oh, Cam hates me. Like, I'm not coming back here. He hates me. You're judging me. You're judging me. She always deflects and instantly goes into this victim mode. So the fact that you guys made her a hero is insane to me. He asked her a simple question. Have you ever cheated on your husband? She deflects. Doesn't deny, but deflects. Goes into Lyrica, says, she always lies. She lies about everything. Didn't say she lied about cheating on her husband, but says she lies about the song. But she lies about everything. She lied about everything. And then she says, baddies don't cheat. Baddies don't cheat. I don't cheat. Never, I didn't cheat on my husband. I don't cheat. I'm a baddie. Whatever the fuck that means, right? But the birds will be like, yeah, clock it, right? You guys are idiots, bro. Actual idiots. He asked her, what's a baddie? And in the same, about 45 minutes later, Natalie brings it up again. You're judging me. You're judging me, asking me what a baddie is. You're judging me. You're being interviewed. You created a show called Baddies. This is a man who probably doesn't watch Baddies.
That's how I'm like, but she's so smart. Like, girl, you came on a podcast to do an interview.
Who's asking a serious question. To assume that Cam's audience, all of them watch Baddies, is insane.
What would have been impressive was for her to polish up Baddies. That's what would have been impressive. To polish it up. To make it seem like there is some purpose or some substance behind it. But she couldn't pull it off. Why not? She's so smart. She's so intelligent. Why couldn't she convince people that my show has purpose? I help these girls. I take care of these girls. But she couldn't do that. She actually made y'all look worse. She confirmed to the intellects. She confirmed to the intellects that it's just one of those brain-rotting shows. And she promotes it because she likes to live the life that she lives, because she's all about the money. She doesn't care. You're getting dumber and she's getting richer. She don't care. She don't care at all. As long as her pockets are being lined up, she don't care.
15 million viewers who clock in, who check in every Sunday when we drop. It's obviously something relatable if 15 million people can show up. But to assume that Cam's audience knows you, knows what you do, knows what you stand up for, knows what you represent, right, is insane. She always reflects back to, you're judging me.
And then my question is, why does Natalie never go to a woman's platform? Every time she does an interview, it's always in a male-dominated space or a male platform. And it's because she don't want to actually be held accountable for the shit that she promotes by a woman. Because a woman, you're not going to be able to play the victim. You're not going to be able to, manipulate a woman in the same way that you can manipulate a man. So she's going to avoid those platforms because she doesn't want to answer the questions that a lot of women have for her. Like, why are you promoting violence on your show? Why? Like, what is that about?
You're judging me. And then I thought this was funny. Cam said something about, I'm trying to respect your husband, right? And instantly, her response to that question, that statement is, I'm not promiscuous. I'm not promiscuous. I'm not a cheater.
I'm talking about off the platform. We know Zeus in the network. We already know, right? But off the platform, it would have been impressive for her to show a different side, like the business side of it. She talks about how she does food drives and she gives back and all of this stuff. And it's like, okay, we'll talk more about your charity work. She couldn't even talk about that. She couldn't even go into really like great details about how much she does for the community. She couldn't. She didn't. It was like that to me would have been more impressive. But she didn't want to be real. So she didn't want to be honest. So to me, that would have been more impressive. But her deflecting the whole time and playing the victim, that's not impressive. That's childish.
She goes down this rabbit hole of explaining how she's a baddie and she's a boss and she get money and how men in Hollywood view her as this boss and this get money chick. And Cam is just kind of sitting there like I am. Like, what are you talking about? I'm confused. What are we going in on? What are we talking about? And then this specific line will be one that's memorable because we all know shit's gonna hit the fan with Zeus and baddies, right? It's only a matter of time.
It's like a ticking time bomb. It's like a ticking time bomb. Just like I said with Cardi, right? The girls were upset. The girls were tussling with me in the comment section. I was like, Cardi is no different than Nicki Minaj. And then it comes out not that long ago. In 2026, I'm going to start having I Told You So lives. Because I'm tired of y'all being disrespectful, like for real. And all I'm doing is just being honest about what the fuck's about to happen before it happens. Why? Because I see the pattern. I literally see it. Cardi is no different than Nicki Minaj. She tried to pay that girl off for her silence. Didn't Nicki do that? Didn't y'all drag her for that? Didn't y'all try to cancel her for that? Why y'all not canceling Cardi? Y'all don't keep the same energy? Y'all pick and choose? Y'all protect the preference, but y'all don't protect the black woman when it comes to the same damn thing? That's crazy. That's crazy. Y'all cancel the black woman, but you don't cancel the other lady? She literally did the same thing. It's crazy to me. And then, what's even crazier? I have a feeling, I think Cardi is the 6th baby mama, but there's a 7th one that's out there. I can smell it. There's a 7th. And listen, I'm just putting this out here, right? Because I can smell it. There's going to be some overlapping. And then you're going to really see your fave for who she really is. Desperate. Pick me. Low self-esteem. She's still going to try to cling on to him. She's still going to try to protect his image and save him and all of that. Similar to like how she did Offset. But remember, ladies, this was revenge. This is revenge. And this is the bird brain behavior that I'm talking about. You want to get a lick back? Well, you got to get dirty with the pigs. And that's exactly what she did. So now she's a part of a circus where she has to fight the other pigs to come out on top. She not just fighting the women. She got to fight the men too, girl. She got to fight the men too. She got to fight the allegations. Like, girl, how you go from dealing with a cheater to now you got to deal with a cheater and abuser and a man that's down low? Girl, you should have stayed with that man over there. You should stay with Offset. You should stay with that man over there. The hell? And now you got to work overtime. You got to work like Nicki Minaj for real, for real. You was talking all that shit about Nicki, and look what you out here doing. Trying to pay people off to keep it on the low. That's crazy. That's crazy. But Cardi, you got your work cut out for you. I don't know how you gonna juggle this tour and still try to protect this man. Damn, this sound like what you did in your marriage. That's crazy. That's what it sounds like. But y'all, I'm telling you. There's a 7th one out there. I'm telling you, there's a 7th one out there. In the 7th one, there's some overlapping. Okay, I'm telling you, there's a 7th one out there. Okay, I don't know when she gonna pop up, but she gonna pop up. Then another thing too, that's like really throwing me off is the girls are trying to justify, and I'm like, there's nothing to justify. That shit is stupid. She was so blinded by revenge that she didn't even see what she was getting herself into. She decided to go after a man that her husband idolized. The man that dogged you out. The man that dogged you out, did you consider maybe why he idolized him in a way? Did you consider why, sis? His favorite player? Did you consider why? Was it just football? I don't know. I don't think so. Y'all was the girls was eating that up. Oh, that's so, oh my God, Cardi, you are my idol. I can't believe you did that. You went and got with it. I'm gonna just sit back and watch it unfold. That's it. I'm gonna just sit back and watch it unfold. And then it's like when y'all condone the stupid shit, like this interview, Cardi's choices and behaviors, it just makes women look stupid. Like it just does. That's why the intellects, ladies, I need you to mic up. Okay? I need you to log in, sis, because what? I need you to start talking to the girls. Seriously, 2026, I need you to mic up. And I need you to be consistent. I need you to be in your purpose, because this is getting to a point where it's starting to feel like the majority is really leaning that way, which is the behavior of Cardi and Natalie. And it's like, this is not it. These women are not winning. They're not, and like they're losing in so many different ways, but you're so blinded by the money and the fame, like you think they're winning. But it's like, they're in survival mode. I wish I would be a rich bitch out here and I'm in survival mode. The whole point of getting money is so you don't have to be out here surviving. These girls are still surviving. They're still surviving. They can't even like live and just be. They still have to survive every day. They got to survive the media. They got to survive the men that they lay up with. They got to survive motherhood. They got to survive all of these things. Like, they not even like living for real. They're not even having the real experience when it comes to having money. Natalie Nunn got to look over her shoulder. This is goals? The point of having money is to not be in survival mode. That's the point. That literally is the point. Cardi B got her whole record label breathing down her neck. Like, you know you owe us money, right? And then that bill is just bigger. So she got the label on her back. It's like, that's not like what is it? It's not fun to be rich. And then you still gotta like hustle like you're poor. Like, that's crazy. Or you gotta hustle like you broke. Like, you really don't. That's crazy. But that's what y'all praising though. Crazy. But okay. This is goals though. This is goals. But you can't even see how these women are still in survival mode with the money and all. They still in survival mode. That means they're not living. They're not thriving. They're still surviving as if they were broke. That's crazy.
Is speculation, but I can, see it from my own eyes. I can observe what other former baddie members have said about the conditions and the working conditions over at Zeus with Natalie and Lemmy. Like, we know that they're pimps, right? We know that, right? But this specific line, it's not about what she says, it's how she says it. The NFL players love baddies. The NBA players do too. What does that mean, Nat? What does that mean? Because I highly doubt that she's referring to them streaming and watching baddies every Sunday. The NFL players love to watch baddies. She didn't say that. She didn't say they love to watch baddies. They tuned in, tapped in. She said, oh, the NFL players love the baddies. The NBA too. That will be one of the most incriminating lines when shit hits the fan. Watch.
And when the documentary come out, y'all, girl, I don't know where I'm gonna be, but just know I told you so. I told you so. If you don't think there's gonna be a documentary about Natalie Nunn, oh, girl, I don't know where you at, honey, but I'm gonna need you to come back.
And then I thought this was interesting. She gets into her backstory, her life, how she grew up. Her father was selling drugs, he was on drugs. Or she lived in a chaotic house environment. I mean, could we tell? That's no shocker, right? She says, there's no screaming, yelling, or fighting in my house. I want to be different.
And like, her saying that means she looks down on women who act like that. You are aware, right? Like, she looks down on the women who act like that.
I want to be different. To which Cam responds and asks a very valid question. Don't you think you're a little hypocritical? I mean, what do you represent? What does baddies represent? All you guys do is fight, drink, it's all chaotic, you're always screaming, yelling, like, isn't that a little hypocritical? Because she talks about the next generation and how she wants the next generation to be different. She says, Cam, this is real.
So that means she this is why she's conflicted. People that are hypocritical are at war with themselves and they don't know who they are. This is a woman you're putting on a pedestal, but she doesn't even have herself figured out. You're praising a woman that doesn't even have herself figured out. She can't teach you anything. The only thing she can do is use you as a means of survival, because she doesn't even have herself figured out. That's it. She can't teach you shit. She can only use you as a means of survival. So she's going to sell you a dream. She may give you some money, right, to get you hooked. But after that, she's just going to use you. She's going to milk you like a pimp does. Like a madam does. That's it. She don't even have herself figured out.
Life, though. I'm not hypocritical. This is real life. It's reality TV. I mean, we just film what happens. As if you're not executive producing what happens.
Then another thing that like really pissed me off, if you fell for this interview like you thought it was something, right? She manipulated you. You are aware. She manipulated you. And the reason, I have never watched an episode of Baddies, ever. I promise you, I've never watched an episode of Baddies, right? But I just know that Natalie plays both sides with the girls. She plays the hero over here. She plays the victim over here. Then over here, she plays the peacemaker. Over here, she plays the instigator. And that's how she gets the girls all riled up for views. And one thing I noticed throughout this entire interview was she kept implying that I'm an executive producer, but I'm not in the mix. Like I don't tell these girls what to do. I just catch them in the moment. Bullshit. A lie. A lie. Because the whole fucking interview, she manipulated the viewers. She manipulated your ass. She tried to manipulate Kim, the producers, and everyone else that was in the room, including her messy team. Including the messy team. Never watched an episode of Baddies, and I can tell you, just based off of her interview alone, that she creates these triangulations with the girls to get them beefing and fighting with each other. Then she supplies them with alcohol and drugs, gets them all riled up, puts them in the room together, and then it's like, let's catch this, y'all. Let's catch this. That's all she does. So, and another reason too is because she's always looking for a viral moment. Oh, Cam, this is gonna be a viral. This gonna go viral. Cam, what? This gonna go viral. Cam, this gonna. Girl, are you at work? Like, are you on set of Baddies? Cam, this gonna. Girl, so she exposed herself to me. Like, she exposed herself to me. I was like, so this is what you be doing on Baddies. Like, you play the victim, you play the hero, you play the instigator, you play the peacemaker, then you play both sides, then you triangulate. Okay. And it was so easy because she would say one thing, then contradict herself. And it's like, she lives in her world, so she can't see how she's truly presenting herself because of her environment, her enablers, and then what she does for work and how everyone is just supportive of what she does. She can't see how for the intellectuals that she actually exposed herself to us, because it's like, oh, so this is what you do to get your views, to get people to tune into your show. Like, you play all of these different roles to get the girls to go at it. Got it. Wow. Never watched an episode of Baddies, and I don't need to.
I thought this was your show.
It's not.
I'm confused. Why are you not acting like you know? I'm fucking lost. A lot of you guys, like, I don't know where you guys, like, the manipulation from Cam Newton's, I don't see how you guys jump to that conclusion. If anything, I was watching Cam Newton kind of pick apart a manipulator and narcissist.
No, Cam did what a lot of men do that are ego-driven. They check out. Cam checked out of this interview. Like, if you watched it, there was like a shift that happened towards the end. He checked out. And that's why I didn't feel like he got humbled, because no one can humble you when you pull back your energy. No one can humble you when you pull back your energy, because your energy is not there to humble. You don't give a fuck. You're not giving it any energy, okay, to give a fuck. So no one can humble you if you've pulled back. And he like completely checked out. That's why I was like, y'all can't tell when people check out. You especially men, because men are famous for this. They do. They withdraw emotionally before they remove themselves physically a lot of times. Like, you know how you're trying to have a conversation with them and they shut down, and it's like you're talking to them and it's not getting anywhere. That was Kim. So I was like, where did he get humbled? I was, and it was so crazy. I was like, oh, maybe I need to just keep watching. I'm like, maybe I need to keep watching. And I'm like, this man withdrew his energy. And I was like, how can she humble him if he withdrew? He literally pulled his energy back. Some of y'all need to learn how to do that, okay? When you withdraw, people can't trigger you. People can't get under your skin. Like, you just have a I don't give a fuck type of a detached approach. So it's like, your energy has to be given in order to be humbled. But if you withdraw your energy, you can't be humbled that way. Because now there's a barrier between them and you. They can't reach you. They can't reach you. And that's why I said they both kind of met their match, in a sense. She's used to people engaging with her. And she's able to get under their skin. She's able to get them riled up and get a reaction. But she really didn't get that from Kim, because he withdrew his energy.
Like, I don't know what interview you guys watched. I'm genuinely confused. I'm genuinely confused. And then again, she goes back into, you're always judging. You're judging me. You're judging.
Say less. I'm checking out. Say less. What? Gotta go. Like, this is over. Like, I'm kind of done with this. That was Cam. That's why I was like, where did he get humbled? And that's the thing. If you go back and you watch Dr. Cheyenne Bryant's interview, he never withdrew his energy. He was engaged the entire time. And that's why that episode is still legendary till this day. Because he never withdrew. He was engaged the entire time. And what kept his attention and his engagement? Her attractiveness. Her sex appeal. Her beauty. The fact that he wanted to fuck her if he had the opportunity. I'm just being real. That's what kept him engaged. He never withdrew his energy because he wanted the opportunity. He wanted the chance. He wanted to plant a seed to have an opportunity. That's why he never withdrew. But Natalie, he completely withdrew, and I was like, damn. I was like, this man done checked out.
And then flips it back on him, deflects, flips it on him. And you're talking about my environments and the chaotic, my chaos. I know you got a BM who's calling your phone, always yelling and screaming at you. I know you do. What's that got to do with shit? This is your interview. If there's anything I've learned from this discourse and this interview is that none of you guys can think for yourselves.
Oh my
And you
God.
guys actually have no idea what the fuck is going on.
Oh my
and
God.
You don't know how to spot manipulation and narcissism.
Oh my gosh.
Your brain has been fully corrupted.
Let me go back. And listen. Because of this, the government has you. Politicians have you. These corporations have you. Hell, these fucking ads online have you. Because you're not thinking. Like, and honestly, you're not thinking. And I don't want to say you're stupid in the sense of you're incapable. You're choosing to be stupid. So that means these ads, right? Like we live in a world where there are constant ads. You think you need it? You need all of the shit that they advertise to you. You need this. Right now, your Amazon cart, how many items is in it right now? How many? They done got to you, sis. They have got you. Like literally. You think you have to live this way? You have to dress this way. You need Lululemon. You need aloe. You need all of these things to be her. You need the lace wig. You need the nails. When does it ever fucking stop? Why are you just not enough? The corporations are basically saying work harder. The government and this administration is saying, yeah, we're reclassifying degrees because it ain't good enough. It's like, when does it ever stop? When does it ever stop? And at this point, you're going to have to stop because they're not. Because that's the world that we live in. That's the system that we live in. The system benefits from you thinking you need all of these things. Seriously. So you're going to keep buying. Like at this point, you are a slave to this system. You're a slave to these things, these people, these celebrities. Like prime example, Beyonce. The shit that she pulled, girl, I saw the ugly ass merch that she put out there and charged the arm and a leg in this economy. And the quality, I said, Beyonce, girl, you cool. But sis, what the fuck? Did y'all see Beyonce? The audacity. Did y'all not see the robe she sent out? I said, what? And it was so crazy because, like, to be real with y'all, I was like, damn, I really want that robe. That robe is nice. Perfect for Christmas, and it's red. That's my favorite color. And I'm like, ooh, I want that. But I'm like, it's Beyonce, though. So I didn't buy it. Because I'm like, it's Beyonce. Girl, let me show you what I'm talking about. And you think you're gonna hold her accountable? Because that was a scam. Girl, that was a scam. That was if that would have been, say that would have been me, and I would have sold you some shit like that, you would be dragging me to hell. But because it's Beyonce, a billionaire, but it's Beyonce. And then no returns. I'm like, what? And then people didn't even get it before Christmas, some of them. That was a scam, y'all. In real time, that was a scam. Oh my gosh. Y'all need to look at that. And it's the reason why when Sacred came out, shoot, I think I waited a whole year before I bought that because I was like, Ivy Park. I don't know. That Ivy Park, girl, because Rihanna would never. But Sacred actually is that girl. Okay, the best shampoo I've ever had, and I'm gonna try those hair growth drops. But girl, I knew better when it came to her merch. I was like, it's Beyonce.
I'm genuinely confused.
Ooh.
And then again, she goes back into, you're always judging. You're judging me. You're judging. And then flips it back on him, deflects, flips it on him. And you're talking about my environments and the chaotic, my chaos. I know you got a BM who's calling your phone, always yelling and screaming at you. I know you do. What's that got to do with shit? This is your interview. If there's anything I've learned from this discourse and this interview is that none of you guys can think for yourselves, and you guys actually have no idea what the fuck is going on, and you don't know how to spot manipulation and narcissism. Your brain has been fully corrupted. And I have no idea as a society where we head to next. This is fucking crazy.
Girl, I would say church, but you know, girl, the pastors, they out of control, girl. The pastors are out of control. I would say, but the pastors ain't shit either. So I don't know. The pastors seem like they can't keep their penises in their pants. So I don't know what we gonna do. I don't know. I don't know what we gonna do. I gotta react to this story time that took place on TikTok about this girl, Pastor Elijah McDavid. I think that's his name, out of Minnesota. Oh, we gotta talk about that because that's crazy. That's crazy. It all started with put a finger down, and I'm like, girl, and then girl, the receipts were receding on TikTok, and I was like, this is crazy. Oh, we gotta talk about that. Oh, we really gotta talk about that. Beyonce, you are so wrong for this. You are so wrong for this. I would have been so upset if I would have got this robe, y'all. I could have got this from Walmart. Target has better quality. Target has better quality. Let me, hold on. Let me play this next because let me play this one.
I watched the Cam Newton and Natalie Nunn interview, and I am confused as to why you guys are always so easily impressed. Like, it was just a brain rot conversation at most. And even though Cam Newton, I think, was trying to diss her initially, what he was trying to prove was right. She don't stand for much. Like, the baddies don't stand for much. And if you really know psychology, you would see that Natalie felt insulted, but some of the offense she felt came from her own insecurities about this baddie's image. Like, she knows that baddies aren't respected worldwide, and there's valid reason for that. That's why every time he said, tell me why a man would want to be with a baddie, or tell me, she couldn't name nothing that didn't have to do with money or status. Come on, guys.
And then she stooped so low. It's like, you gotta pay the bills. You gotta pay all the bills. Girl, I am not doing, to be a baddie, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. And have a man at home, and have a child, and carry a baby, and be pregnant. Girl, to be a baddie, I am not doing that, girl. That's too much work. You know, if we being real, the patriarch actually benefits from baddies. You having the kids, you taking care of the man, and you working. Taking care of the kid, you taking care of the man, and you going to work. Girl, that's what y'all are, is crazy. Beyonce, Beyonce is, and I'm like, Beyonce, and then you know what's so crazy? So she sold this cheap ass merch, and then they announced Beyonce is officially a billionaire. Girl, what? Look what it was advertised.
So somebody got to call out Beyonce.
Girl, look. Girl, oh my gosh.
And I guess it'll be me. I'll call her out again. I love y'all. As y'all know, I'm the biggest Beyonce fan of them all. I'm a part of the hive. But Beyonce, this is velvet. That's velvet.
Real velvet.
That's velvet. Okay? But people are getting this. This is not velvet.
That look like, you know, those Santa Claus suits that they be selling? Girl, that's what it looked like. It looked like them Santa Claus suits.
That's faux fur. Now, listen, they are two different things. This is very misleading, Miss Mamas. This is not this. That is velvet. That's obviously velvet. This is some cheap ass faux fur.
And listen, I don't care. Listen, I like Beyonce, but it's always the principal for me. Nicki Minaj is the principal. Cardi B is the principal. Beyonce is the principal. It's the fucking principal, y'all. This. First of all, it's. She literally. Does she care about her fans? I care about my supporters. Like, I really do. Like, I would never sell you some shit like it. And if I sold you something like this, you knew this is what you were gonna get, right? But I would never like just sell you some shit just to sell you some shit. She sold y'all this shit just to sell it. She just slapped her name on it and just sold it to you. And I'm like, Beyonce. And then it's so disappointing because it's like, okay, Sacred really did a lot for her. It really did. Like, it kind of like, it created a household name for real now. Because it's like, okay, kind of similar to Rihanna, right? Sacred actually did that. But girl, why would you do this? Why would you do this? Got these people wearing these Santa Claus suit robes for Christmas, looking just cheap, and then charged way more than what it was actually worth. That's not right. Like that, ethically, it's not right. Like, this is dead ass wrong. And I'm not gonna lie, I was actually shocked. I was like, damn, no way she sold that to y'all.
You got some explaining to do. This is kind of why I did not buy anything from this collection. Because if we all want to be honest, Beyonce merch, official merch, is kind of...
Okay, yeah, Sacred and the alcohol. So this was very disappointing. I'm not gonna lie. I was like, huh? So now Beyonce kind of comes across like she's inconsistent. And I'm still gonna be hesitant. Like, whatever she puts out here, I'm gonna still be hesitant. Because I was very hesitant about Sacred. And then I actually ended up liking it. But girl, this was a mess.
Etchy. I'm just saying, I have gotten better merch from Skypers outside. I'm just saying, and this is why I'm kind of like, I love Beyonce to death. Love her to death. But as far as her merch, like her merch is as far as like wear, like shirts, t-shirts, whatever, it's horrible quality. And I'm just going to call it out. I'm just going to call it out.
Call it what it is. Call it what it is. A spade is a spade. Call it what it is. We not bullshitting. Just call it what it is. It's cheap. And she dead ass wrong. Period. She dead ass wrong. Why would she sell y'all this?
It is what it is. Somebody got to say it. Somebody got to do the dirty job. And it'll be me.
Why does the dirty job always have to be the truth? I don't understand. Y'all, that's unacceptable to me. That is so unacceptable. I was so disappointed. I'm like, Beyonce, come on. Why would you do that? Crazy. Anyway, when it comes to this situation, I was disappointed. I'm not surprised by Natalie's behavior at all, but it's just, I don't expect much from her. I don't expect much from Cardi. I just don't expect much. So I'm not really disappointed. I'm more disappointed in how y'all responded to it. Because it used to be a time, you know, on social media where we didn't want to give the men any leverage when it came to us. There used to be a time where it's like we ran a strict program where it's like, oh, we don't want to give the men no type of leverage at all. But it's like, girl, this is a marathon. They could talk about this for months. They could re-reference this every time they talk about the baddies, right? There used to be a time on social media where we didn't even want to give them the leverage, and now we're praising it. We're praising it because she was talking about money. Y'all let me know what you think. And like I said, we need the intelligent, the intellect. We need women miking up. We do. There are too many birds on the ground trying to talk. They can't see the full picture. They can't see the bigger picture because they're on the ground walking and they're choosing not to fly. And so we need you that are in the sky. We need you to mic up, sis. I need you to get your microphone. Because the girls really think like no. The girls really think she did something phenomenal. And I'm like, damn, did I miss something? And then you know what's so crazy? I feel bad for like the women like Cynthia G, Pink Pill, hell, even Share 7. It's like all their teachings went out the window for this interview. It was kind of scary to watch. I always forget what's her St. Charles, Paris Milan, Chrissy. It was like all of their teachings literally was just to the wayside. And we're putting this woman on a pedestal that is promoting a lifestyle where we having kids, paying bills, and the man gets to sit at home. Like, that's crazy to me. That's crazy. That's crazy. It's like all the teachings, the Black femininity movement, the Black women in luxury movement. It's almost like we're regressing. We're not progressing. It's like we're going backwards. And I'm like, damn, all the blood, sweat, and tears and time and Kendall St. Charles, y'all. I'm sorry, I always forget Kendall St. Charles. It's like all the blood, sweat, and tears and hours that they put in to like teaching women and putting women up on game. It's like it was all for nothing. That's what it's starting to feel like. Because I'm like, so now it's just about the money and that's it? That's it. It's sad. It's sad. And now I see why like women are just like, fuck it. And I think I'm about to take the same approach this year, 2026. I'm like, listen, if you want to be stupid, be stupid. Be dumb. I'm going to pull a Cam, pull back my energy. I'm like, listen, that's on you, girl. They don't got nothing to do with me. I'm happy with my life. I don't live with no regrets, and I'm not at war with myself, and I'm proud of who I am. If Cam was to ask me any questions about my life, I'd be so proud and eager to answer them. And not in the sense of validation, but just in the sense of I'm proud in who I am and what I represent. Not, I'm not proud of who I am and what I represent. So, man, it's so sad. I feel like we are, I don't know. And I talked about this divide that was naturally going to take place. But to actually see it happen, and you see it in the comment section now, like you see the women that are still in their wounded feminine energy where they are so short-sighted that the only angle is to one up the men, even if it means that they have to fight with the pigs like Cardi B. Because that's all Cardi B about to start fighting with them pigs. She's a millionaire and she about to start fighting with them damn pigs over a man. And listen, she's fighting with the pigs over the man to be picked. And then some of y'all are fighting with the pigs to hate men, to get revenge, to get your lick back. And it's just like, why are you getting dirty? When you know your birthright, you don't fight with the pigs because you don't have to. That's all I got to say. But I'm leaving it here. Listen, let's not be delusional any longer in 2026. This right here is all I got. This is all I got from the episode. That's all I got. I didn't get nothing else. This is the mascot for the birds on the ground. That's it. That's all I got. I don't got nothing else. Y'all enjoy the rest of y'all's day. And also, by the way, 2026, I'm using this platform. It's my house. So I have rules. And if you break the rules, you get kicked out. You get blocked. 2026, because I thought about this. I'm like, damn. I'm like, it's getting to a point where I don't feel comfortable to post on my own platform because of the comments. And I'm like, wait a minute. If I treat it like it's my house, right? I'm always going to be comfortable in my house. So if you try to throw shade and be slick block, I'm not dealing with it in 2026. I'm utilizing my platform in a way like it's my house. And no one can come in my house and disrespect me and talk to me crazy. So you will be blocked. Your comment will not be deleted. You will be blocked. I'm blocking you. I'm not deleting your comment. You will not be able to comment anymore. You will not be able to get access. Okay? So I'm not putting shit on members only. If the content was public, it's public. I'm not doing that. I'm just going to remove you. That's it. And if the shit get out of hand, I'm going to just remove access by turning off the comments. That's how we doing it this year. So this is my shit. This is my house. And I don't tolerate disrespect. And I hope all of the content creators this year are looking at their platforms as, this is my house. This is my house. This is my domain. This is my shit. I run my shit. This is me. If you not, then your mental health gonna be in the gutter. So start seeing your platform as, this is my house, this is my shit, and this is what I do here. And I'm telling you, you're gonna have a different experience. I'm telling you. So y'all enjoy the rest of y'all's day. But I encourage the girls to start thinking for themselves and stop allowing people to think for you, because you're allowing people who want to use you and take advantage of you to think for you. They want something from you. They want to use you. They want to use your beauty. They want to use your energy. They want to use your talents. They want to use your skills, all so that they can benefit. And it could be a man and it could be a woman. You need to start thinking for yourself so that you can protect yourself from these predators, because that is what they are. They are preying on you so that they can benefit. All Natalie Nunn is doing is using women in ways that she can benefit from. She doesn't really care about these women like that. She doesn't care about where they're going to be 20 years from now. She only cares about herself and lining up her pockets. You can never trust people that are still in survival mode, because they may use you to survive. Okay? You cannot trust people that are in survival mode, because they may use you to survive. So you can't trust people like that. They only see you as survival. That could be family, that could be friends, that could be a coworker, that could be a boss, that could be a girl from your neighborhood, that could be a neighbor. You cannot trust people blindly who are still in survival mode, because they may want to use you to survive. That's all I'm going to say. And that's all I saw, was a woman that's still in survival mode, that's at war with herself, that will use anyone and anything to survive. And really, in her case, to be richer. That's it. It's not about the culture. It's not about the community. It's not about women's empowerment. It's truly about her. It's only about her. She does not care about you. That is the reason why, this is really the only reason why I am against this interview. It's because she really doesn't give a fuck. And you got to be able to spot people like that, where they give you this illusion like they care, when really they just want to use you. Like, that's it. They want something out of you. And they see your energy, they see your talent, they see your beauty, and they want to take advantage. That's really it. Men do it, women do it. And you got to be able to spot that. So that's all I got to say. Y'all enjoy the rest of y'all's night, and please give the video a thumbs up.
This is my opinion. I'm free to state my opinion anytime I like, right? Thank you.
I don't want you to feel like that, but yeah, feel like that.
This is my opinion. I'm free to state my opinion anytime I like, right? Thank you.
I don't want you to feel like that, but yeah, feel like that.